that knows the price of freedom and the blood that flows. Blockade and hunger became their sword. Kwashako scars on bodies of the young and children. Women buried babies in shallow graves, while the world watched and looked the other way. From Ulias Street to the starving fields, 1 million souls crossed into eternity. They call it war, we call it genocide. Our peoples will refuse to die. May 30, 1967, we still remember the day hope was born and hell descended. Rivers ran red, children cried for food in the shadow of famine and flying bombs. Biafra, Biafra, your name we call. Though they try to bury you behind the wall, your spirit lives in every soul that knows the price of freedom and the blood that flows. Whoa. No victors, only survivors left to tell of the pain, the courage, and the tears that fell. Nigeria may hide one flag, but 2 wounds remain. Only Biafra independence can heal these wounds in the heart of a nation still carrying the pain. We do not forget, we will not be silent for the unborn children and the dead who cry loudest. May 30, 1967, echoes in the wind, never to be erased. Biafra lives in memory and in flame. One day the truth will speak your name. We say loud and clear, never again, never again, never again. Biafra independence is not negotiable. Independence is not negotiable. Biafra leaves. Today Nigeria is in confusion. Jihadist terrorist killings everywhere in Nigeria. Biafra leaves. Retreat and surrender is dead for us. Therefore, no retreat, no surrender. God bless Biafra Republic, government in exile. Under the leadership of Prime Minister His Excellency Ogechukwu Nkere, for standing tall for Biafra independence and freedom. God bless Biafra. God bless Biafra. God bless Biafra, the land of the rising sun. God bless Biafra. God bless Biafra. God bless Biafra, the land of the rising sun. Where we belong, where we belong.
Wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom, all over the world, I greet you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Depending on your location, my people, I welcome each and every one of you. Today is another wonderful day that the Lord has made. We are happy and glad in it, my people. Join me from wherever you are watching. Today is 7th of 7, 2026. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ ekenekwa m unu. Ekene m nwoke, ekene nwanyị. Ọ ga-amara anyị mma, my people. Ọ ga-adịlụ nwoke mma, dịlụ nwanyị mma. Ife niile anyị na-achọ, Olisa bi n'igwe ga-enyere anyị aka ka anyị nweta Biafra. Join me, my people. 2 days ago, we had a wonderful UK town hall meeting, and Biafrans. We all know that whenever we have town hall meeting, we automatically turn it into fundraising, because there's a proverb in my dialect that said, "Na agwọ ada arapụ ife ọ na-achụ." We can never stop fundraising until Biafra comes. And I thank every Biafran. I seize this opportunity to thank everyone, men and women, young and old, that attended that town hall meeting and made it a huge success. And I thank particularly all the Biafrans in the United Kingdom for all their endeavors to see that that town hall meeting welcoming our indomitable Prime Minister Mazi Ogenkere was a huge success. Biafrans, we love ourselves. We know what we want, and we go for it, irrespective of the distractions. So we thank Chukwu Okike Abiama, the God Almighty, the only one when he says yes, nobody can say no. God, we thank you. We glorify your name, and we continue to do so until Biafra comes. He say, let me welcome my people, my darling sister, Police Umu Biafra. Ndewo, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Charles, Ndewo, Ume Obina, we move. Thank you, my people. Biafrans, if you look at this, wow, okay. Let me see if I can change it. Let me see if I can change it. Yes. If you look at the title, it says, Brgie remains Nigeria's nightmare. Biafrans fund our freedom. Exactly. This is what we are talking about. Whenever Nigeria is hiding it, we will always expose them. We will always expose it. Nigeria is the only country that insecurity is ravaging their region, and they are doing nothing but talking about election. They are talking about election. We are not very worried about their election. We know what is always the result. Why is it so? Because Nigeria was not made for the indigenes from that region of West Africa. It was purely made for foreigners. Nigeria is made for foreigners. Yes, that name was given by a foreign governor called Lord Lugard and his girlfriend Flora Shaw. They named it Nigeria for their own benefit and their own interest. Nigeria continues to belong to foreigners as long as Fulani that came from Futajalon remains in power. Because like the woman in the Bible that told Solomon, the king, to divide a child because it does not belong to her. And the real mother said, do not divide it, give it to her. We can never be that woman. Or even John the Baptist in the Bible that never used the power he has to free himself. And the little girl whose mother John the Baptist was correcting that she should not commit adultery by lying with her husband's brother, who was the king. The woman was told by the king after dancing, "What do you want?" She went and asked her mother. The mother said, "Ask the king for the head of John the Baptist." We can never be like that. We can never be like the woman who said, "Divide the child." We can never be like John the Baptist that allowed them to cut his head and give to the child and her mother. No, my people. We will be like Elijah. Elijah called for fire, and the fire consumed over 400 Baal leaders. Over 400. Elijah called for fire. That is what Biafrans are going to be. We can never be sitting watching Fulanis take over our ancestral home. So Biafrans, there are many things that we are going to discuss here. First of all, you all know that, as our Prime Minister said the other day during his State of Nation address, that we have never celebrated anything in Biafra land as a nation. This is what we are working to achieve. America celebrated their 250 years. They celebrated it about 4 days ago. Now Cape Verde is celebrating their own national day. When is it going to be our turn? That is the question. Our freedom is in our hands, my people. Somebody was telling me, another African, he said to me that it was you people who allowed Fulanis to destroy your unity, to destroy your ancestral home, to destroy the fabric of your society with terrorism. That if we had not allowed them, we would have done something positively to effect their departure from our land. And my people, is not late. Ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na obido taa dịba mma na ọ dịbara gboo. So my people, do not forget, the only way we can get this Biafra is Brgie, that remains Nigeria government nightmare. Well, my brother, it is not easy like that. Donald Trump will not kill himself for us. I want to play for you. I want to play for you. Ndewo, my brother Zakonobi. Dalu so much. I appreciate you, my Ezani brother. My darling sister Eukaria Ndewo for joining us. Alozie, thank you. Ruby, I see you. Greetings. Ndewo, my people. Biafrans, we should all be happy that inu ndị Igbo na-atụ sị eze pụọ eze anọchie. We now have another eze. Our Prime Minister Mazi Oge Nkere. He is getting our back. He is working tirelessly to see that this Biafra comes. And he is very, very tenacious, very serious about it. And my people, we cannot just allow him to do that alone because he has offered to do that for us. We have to support him with our Ejema and Eje. Go to our website www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org. When you go there, you click on donate and you will make your generous donation. That will be our weapon to fight back. Ejema and Eje. Our weapon to fight back. Please, my people, donate, donate, donate. We cannot allow Fulanis to take over our ancestral land. No, my people, our forefathers will be disappointed in us. And we should all endeavor to teach our children about our heritage, how to work hard. For those of you who are in South Africa, that they continue to bully you out of their land. Let me tell you, everything that happens, God knows about it. They happen for a reason. We must go back to our land to develop our land, to develop our home. And that is what Mazi Oge Nkere is doing by leading Biafrans to Capitol every day of his life. Some of us are older than him, but your leader doesn't have to be the same age as you. We have to follow him. Emmanuel Macron of France is younger or grandchildren to so many French people, but they all obey him. Ibrahim Traore is only 34 years. He is not the oldest in Burkina Faso, but they all obey him. Therefore, my people, we have to obey anything that our Prime Minister tells us to do. Ndewo, my brother, Chukuma, God bless you. So, Biafrans, we have to learn how to donate. We have to learn how to follow suit. Your donation is another good way of supporting the Prime Minister, because the Prime Minister is taking us to our destination. Like I told you that my friend told me, he's another part of Africa. He said to me that we are the ones that allowed Fulanis. How are we going to allow the Fulanis? By not donating and pushing Brgie forward for recognition. We are the nightmare of the Nigerian government controlled by the Fulanis. There's an Hausa lady that was talking about their imprisonment in the north, the way they are not allowed to talk. They are not allowed to question anything. And you will now remember when they say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the son of an infidel. How dare him give the people of ESN gun? That will show you that these people, they don't want us to rise up against their Sharia law or their Sokoto Caliphate. Caliphate of Sokoto has been the one ruling Nigeria since 1960, when that country was recognized as the contraption that it is. And anytime they are talking, we don't know who is the cabal. Who is this cabal? Every head of state is afraid of the cabal. Sokoto Caliphate and his foreign allies, they are the cabals. Ọbara ụlọ onye ọbụla bịa ọ na-ete okwu mmanụ, adị m ete okwu mmanụ. Ị ga-agwa ụmụaka gị, teach them. This is why they remove history. Teach them what is going on. That Nigeria is like that woman that said to Solomon, divide the child. Fulani is onwere of aburo Nigerians. If I should say that, they are not Hausa, they are not Yoruba, they are not Igbo. The three ethnic groups that made up the place initially, but for now, we are out of their radar. We are now on our own. We are Biafrans. Biafra was what we were before the amalgamation. And Biafra we are going back to. And Biafra we must be. So, everything that is in our land is what makes Nigeria exactly what it is. So, our weapon to freedom, our weapon of fight is Ejema and Deje. This is it, Biafrans. Our PM is sourcing out a lot of good things for this Biafra. Think of all the things he has achieved. Think of everything he has brought for us. After his testimonial in June last year, almost a year ago, that was when he was asked by the American Congress to come and give them a brief. And after that briefing, in September, December, they went and bombed Nigeria. Number one achievement. Second achievement, he made them to put Nigeria back as a country of particular concern. And they went on 1st of January this year and bombed them again in Kaduna, where Gumi, the leader of the terrorists, lives. Another one, Voice of Biafra. These accountabilities removed our payment link. He brought it back. Our PM brought it back. He has done a lot for us. Now, the Nigerian IPOB, the DOS Nigeria, they have given Nigeria government Radio Biafra. We have Voice of Biafra that is now transmitting all over the world, all over Africa. Our PM, look, my people, he is very determined to give us Biafra. And he cannot do it alone, my people. No. We will not be watching for him to do it alone. That will be a big shame on us. That will be too poor of us. So, my people, whether it is a Gemma you can bring, whether it is a J, go ahead and do it. Once more, I thank everybody that turned up for the United Kingdom town hall meeting on the 5th, last Sunday. It was a huge success. And by the special grace of God, every other town hall will continue to be huge success. The people of Ezani, very soon, they will do their own. I will look for the flyer and I will use it to invite people once I find the flyer. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you so much. And let us delve into what I have come to show you this morning. As I told you, the other day, PM came to this platform and I was showing you people. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate you all. Ndewo my people. Unu bụ ndị m ji eme ọnụ. Thank you so much. Yes, let me tell you how I do it. At least we should all know. I go on their individual platforms and talk to them. Those who are sick, you ask them how they are doing. You have to bring people's spirit up. You have to wake people's spirit. Tell them why you are doing what you're doing. The benefit it will be to them. I talk to them on their pages one by one. You don't ignore people working with you. You take them along. You take them along. Thank you so much, Chukuma. You take them along. You appreciate them. You have to appreciate your people. Like my sister Love here, she does not spare anybody that makes any mistake. And that is what Biafra stands for. She is our police, our Olokpa, and she does it tenaciously. This is Biafra for you. We are clean water in a clear glass. We do not hide any sediment. We are clean, open, and welcoming. We will welcome you, even if you are our enemy. But when you start playing up, we will show you our true color. This is us. And this is how I work with the UK Brgie. They are wonderful people. Very supportive. Why will they not succeed? This is it, my brother. When you are working with people, try and be their best friend. No intimidation. Every human being, God created us equally. Do not go to people behaving or raising your hand up. No, we are all the same, especially in this fight for freedom. We are the same. Well, this is it. Let me tell you, it's good to have enemy. Don't think that having enemy is a bad thing. Your enemy will make you to be careful, to be vigilant, to be hardworking, to stand on your feet. If having an enemy is something bad, God wouldn't have created what is called enmity. When you have enemy, you will now draw the line and know your limit. Know who to talk to, what to say, and how to say it. So it's good that some people declare themselves as our enemy. And being my enemy will make me be more careful. So, Biafrans, you see this very video. This video is about the celebration of freedom in America. Let me play it and we will talk about it. Our PM brought it for us to remember that once we get our freedom, we will be having something to celebrate in common. We don't celebrate anything because we are not free. And we have to celebrate with those who are free. Listen to it.
Sends George Washington's army into chaos. Thousands of American soldiers are now trapped, encircled by 20,000 enemy troops. Independence, declared just 5 weeks ago, is about to be crushed. Then, fewer than 400 men from the 1st Maryland Regiment, young farmers and merchants volunteer for a suicide mission. Hold the line. Buy time for the army to escape. The final hour is a terrifying last stand. This is the story of how the Maryland 400 saved Washington's army.
Now, Biafrans, let me tell you why I brought this. 2 reasons. First of all, many a time you will hear Nigerians carrying placard calling Trump, come and save us, come and save us. They also fought wars with the same Britain to liberate themselves. They fought wars. America was not bought from the shop. Nobody gave America that country called America. They did not buy it. So when you see this, it's good. You know how America started. That they also fought wars. Secondly, I am showing it so that we will know that it is us who will give ourselves our freedom, like America that we are calling on today to come and help us. So many Biafrans live in America, but they don't think of going home. Some, you will ask them how many times, or you will see their children, 25, 26. Have you been to Africa? They will say no. Have you been to Biafra land? They will say no. Why? Because their parents doesn't take them home. They already told themselves and believed in themselves that they will die in America. So many of them are there, but they will not join what we are doing because they feel very comfortable in another man's land. These are the 2 reasons I am bringing this. I know that many of you must have seen it, but our people, you have to be talking to them. Ndị be anyị na-enidi ka a na-agwafa okwu, agwafa n'ụtụtụ, agwafa n'efifie, agwafa n'abalị. Sunday medicine, or ife ndị be anyị na-achọ. Otherwise, they will forget. Because leaving Fulanis to infiltrate our land means na ndị be anyị ada anụ ife. Today, they are there, burning people's houses, going to schools, burning churches. Look at it. It was America that fought for themselves. That's why I brought the video again. And they started showing this during their celebration. So one day, like America, we will celebrate our freedom.
something else. Back out in our yard to the day that he died. He wanted my brother, my brother. Good times never seem so good. To believe they never would. America, how are we feeling? So happy to have you all here to celebrate this great 250th birthday. Sing it with us. Sing Caroline. Good times never seem so good. Well, I can't incline to believe they never would. They did the right thing. They saw lightning, and I said, there's no way if we have to speak in front of one person at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be here. There's no way we can be deterred. And they estimated they had 375,000 people before everybody had to leave. And they now have 150,000 people. It's the craziest thing anyone's ever seen. At least. And I want to just thank you, and I feel so badly about some people. They left and they couldn't get back. But you're very special people, and we have a very special country. Thank you very much.
Now, Biafrans, by the time we will have to celebrate like the people of America, you will notice that some of us may not be there because they are celebrating 250 years and Donald Trump is now in his 70s. He is not up to 80 yet. And this goes to show you that by the time God will help Biafrans to start celebrating our National Day and the remembrance of our independence, it might be our children or our grandchildren. This is what we want. People are now calling on Trump, come and save us. Trump, come and help us. But they forget that America fought for their independence. We have to learn how to fight for what belongs to us. We, the Biafrans, we are the reason that Nigeria today claims to be the giant of Africa. Why are they called giant? They were called giant because they produce oil, they produce gas, they produce crude. In Biafra land, we must not shy away, my people. Yes. Okay. Thank you, my sister. But this is 250 years of celebration that they are conducting. When are we going to be even 10 years to celebrate the coming of Biafra? We have to fight. We have to fight like the people of America fought. That was the first of this video. You saw where they were fighting with guns. They did not buy this America from any supermarket. They did not buy it from shop. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, ndị na-akpọ Donald Trump, o nwere nke nọ n'Enugu, oge ọbụla bulu placard, oh Trump bịa nyere anyị aka. You have to start helping yourself before a bystander or a passerby will decide to come and help you. If any nabro all about shouting for people to come and help you, you have to initiate action. before onye na-abịa inyelu gị aka will ever try to do that. We need to fight. Our forefathers in 1803, when they drowned themselves in Georgia, they refused. They said that they can never be a slave to anybody. But look at us, remaining so docile for Fulani, Ndi Bialabia, Fanachi anyị, all our chiefs, ndị eze, ewele ego nye unu, unu agbachi nkịtị, a na-egbu ọbara ụmụnne unu na Biafra land. Unu makwa na o nwere ife Chukwu gwara ụmụ Israel. I was reading it in the Bible 2 days ago. I said, maybe ni ife a bụ ife kpatalu Chukwu ji wee gbachi anyị nkịtị, ndị Fulani wee na-egbu anyị. Osifa, ife fa na-eme, ife Chukwu zilu fa mee, o zilu Moses, osia ni ya chọrọ ka any visitor, a foreigner, abụrụ an Israelite, solufa wee mee that Passover. And na anything a ga-egbu there, a ga-eji wee chụọ aja bụ ife a ga-eji wee chụọ aja, na onwero nke ga-abụ from a foreign person. But today, ije n'Owerri, ị ga-afụ ndị Fulani settled there, si na nna fa bụ Fulani, nne fa bụrụ Owerri. People lụrụ alụ, ndị lụrụ alụ, fa bịa na-emetosi our land, na-desecrate our land. This is our problem. You don't have to allow foreigners, ndị uncircumcised human beings, abịa na anyị na-emetosi our land. A na-egbu ọbara ụmụnne gị na-atụsa na the same land. Chukwu nyere anyị that na Nigeria bụ a great country today is our blessing from God, our mineral resources. Only Sokoto Caliphate ndị lụrụ alụ nwe 40 oil wells. 40. Apụta na si unu na 21, 22, 23. 40. These are people ụmụ Ishmael, ndị Chukwu bụrụ ọnụ, ụmụ Hegai, ndị Chukwu jụrụ ajụ. We allow them to come to our land. Biafrans, remember to support our Prime Minister, Mazi Ogenkere. Allowing these infidels, ndị lulalu, uncircumcised idiots, Ibia maybe see our land. Etu osokwala unu si mee ya, unu form vigilante o, bianu join ya na ife anyị na-eme. Ndị lulalu nọ na ani anyị, our holy land. We na-emetosi our land, na-desecrate our land. As I said earlier, another African, Gwalomu, Simu Betty, Niana watch my program. No anyị nwa bụ ndị Southeast allow ndị lulalu to come to our land, bịa na-emetosi our land. Na Chukwu dey agree with us that we shouldn't have allowed them in the first place. You look at it. Kita fageje bribe one useless chief. Fasino chief nyelufa land. Our land. How many acres can you wear? And we are the most populated tribe in that region. Ije na not far with vast land. But you got about 40 miles for a house. You won't see anybody before you will be able to see another. We remain their target. Anya fa di ebe anyị nọ, and we should know it. So it is imperative that we support our Prime Minister to do this fight. How do we fight now? No civil war. But you fight with your money. Ejema and Eje. Once more, I thank everybody that supported us on Sunday, 5th of this month. 2 days ago, You are all powerful people. My sister Love, God will bless you. My sister Eunice, powerful sister. Ndewo, see boy, I see you. My brother Mighty Dot, you never stop at anything less. God will bless you. The way you are supporting this freedom fight is the way God will support your family and support you. Clement and Neto, I thank you all for joining. Remember to click the like button, share the message, and let it go viral. Biafrans, I know that we have passed this phase, but I'm only revisiting it for two good reasons. I have said it before, I'm repeating it now. We should stop calling on Trump. Come and help us. I have shown you the first video, how they fought. Nobody fought for Americans. So, we have to fight for our freedom. How do you fight this time around? You are a Gemma and Deje. Support the Prime Minister. He is taking us somewhere. He is taking us to Biafra land. My people, is that not what we want? Ndewo Kennedy. That is exactly what we want. And he is taking us there. He is not looking back. The other day, I told you that even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Onyendu, and Mazi Simon Ekpa, our first Prime Minister, Mmeji Buago, and our current Prime Minister, Mazi Ogenkere, even if they are triplets, born of the same mother, they can never behave alike. I have lived in UK for so many years, and I see the way the administration goes, the governance, the shape and manner, the form is always different, but at the same goal they are aiming to achieve. Greetings, my minister, Toti. Ndewo, thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. So I continue to thank everybody that supported us on Sunday. It was a great success. A great success. And my special thanks goes to people of Ikom State in Biafra land. They made a wonderful and powerful donation. So Biafrans, you will all know that this fight is for us. The way I showed you American people fighting for their freedom is not because you haven't seen it. It is because I want to jog your memory. All can make unu nelota all the time, every time. That Biafra freedom is in our hands. Americans fought for America. Nobody fought for them. And ofunama kanye na ndị America chile efi. Ofu ndị gburu America ka na-egbukwa anyị nwa. Ndị mbi na befa. Ofu British a. Thank you, Ruby, my sister. Ndewo. It really rained on Sunday. Ego we neru ka mmiri. Ụmụnne anyị they really tried. They tried so much. It was a huge success. It was a huge success. And this is what we want. That's why I brought this video. My sister Love said that Trump celebrated his 80th. But Trump is celebrating 250 years. We are doing this today. Tomorrow, our children, like Donald Trump, will be the president or the prime minister of Biafra. And they will be conducting the same celebration. And it keeps going on and on. So, Biafrans, it will always be our responsibility to fight for our freedom. As Igbo people say, no siteta adiba mano di balbo. It does not matter. But what matters is that finally we are going to get Biafra. Support Mazio Genkere. Support our donation link, both in homeland and abroad. Support so that you will be part of the history. Be the history maker. We can never forget our root. So, my people, let us continue.
Tonight we come together for one of the most joyous and glorious milestones of all time, and you know what that is, 250, the 250th anniversary. And I do have to say this. One of my very brilliant people backstage said, "Don't worry about it, sir. We can do it maybe next week." I said, "It doesn't work next week. This is the big day. We want July 4th. We're not looking for July something else. Because this is the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Nothing like it. For 2.5 centuries, our American republic has stood as the crowning achievement of human history. This country is the home of freedom. This is the land of liberty. And this is a flag that's the banner of the most extraordinary, most exceptional, most incredible nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And we're doing better now than we've ever done before. No people have done more good, shown more courage, made more progress, righted more injustice, or achieved more greatness than you, the American people. For 250 years, the United States of America has been the hope, the promise, the light, and the glory among all of the nations of the world. All over the world, they try and be like us. Nobody can be like us. And with God's help, we will always be this or even better. We're going to be better. Here in our National Mall, we're celebrating freedom's triumph over tyranny, liberty's conquest over oppression, and the enduring victory of the American spirit from the July 4th, 1776 to July 4th, 2026. Big dates. That's big dates. Two big ones. And tonight our country is stronger, freer, richer, safer, and prouder than ever before. But it all started with the miracle of history that lives forever in the heart of every single patriot. In Philadelphia, our founding fathers summoned the courage of giants and the wisdom of centuries to boldly proclaim these timeless truths. They declared that all men are created equal, that they are endowed with sacred, unalienable rights by the hand of our Creator.
Biafrans, one more thing that I have to remind you people of. I was reading something about Donald Trump as a businessman. And in that book, it says that Donald Trump, as a successful businessman, told his children, "You will never drink, no alcohol," so that they will concentrate in the business. You all know he's a billionaire. His children are all the managers and directors in his company, and he supervises them. And you all know that he conducts this thing that they call, there's like this celebrity something that he conducts. where he tells them, you are fired. Trump is the only rich man I have seen that his children are not useless. Like if you go on the internet now, Soludo's son's picture is going viral. He's always carrying handbag like a woman and color his hair gold. I'm not laughing at him, but I'm telling you that this very man, he is greedy in a positive way. His greed is for the interest of his people. And Biafrans, we are all going to adopt that mentality to be greedy for your people. You have to be greedy for what belongs to you. You have to gain your own background. Apprentice, thank you so much, my sister. Dalo. This very man you see is the only billionaire I have seen that all his children, none of them is useless. They are all directors in his company and he supervises them. He conducts this apprentice, and that is another way of creating more rich people. During this apprentice session, he teaches them how to manage. Yes, yes, my sister, thank you, love, for supporting what I'm saying. His policy in his family, no alcohol, no drugs. He knows that these two things, devil can use it to destroy somebody. And he made it a rule in his own family. And that made him a successful businessman. Because if you're a businessman and your children are all useless, all your money will be scattered and your brain will never be concentrated. You will be here and there. And it will be a shame that you have money but your children are useless. And he applied the same thing in the administration of American government. He doesn't settle for less. And my people, when Biafra comes, it will be like that. And the same thing is the methodology of our Prime Minister, Mazio Genkere. I'm not here to expose anything, but we all know that he is a successful, young, successful business Biafran in America. I will stop it here. And that is exactly the same method he is applying in getting us Biafra. You all could remember that Ngozi divided the number of people donating. But because our Prime Minister is a successful businessman, any little thing he has, he knows how to manage it. Like Donald Trump. He manages it well. And I will be thinking, how does this PM do this? He is very smart, very intelligent. He's not a troublemaker. But that does not mean that when you want to make trouble with him, like an Igbo man that he is, he will fight you back. But he will not fight you first. If you fight him at all, PMI, he will deal with you. Or drop, nobody will talk about you. Not again. So, Biafrans, when you are doing something, try and do it very well. When I was in the university, because I went to university after working as a civil servant, I went as an adult. I didn't go to university as a child. I was always sitting at the front. I was always sitting at the front to listen very well with my cassette recording the voice of the lecturer. Why do I do that? Because I started sitting at the back, and you will see some matured people joking and talking while the lecture is on. I came front and I started sitting in front, and everybody knows my position in the uni at Westminster, where my university was, in UK here. So I said to myself, how can I be in this class with these little kids, and I will come here and not be focused? I like to be focused. I don't like to be distracted. And if I say yes to something, I don't go back. That is me. That is me. Oge m na-eto agbọghọbịa, nwe oyi nwoke sọsọ ofu. Ọsụkwa gị bute 1 billion bunye m, I won't look at you. That is my nature. I like to be focused. That's why Ngozi's people called me. Now that January, Msifanamade so this CRC, fact, sin obvious if I make sure that I do not follow Oge. I said to them, who am I? Why do you people need me? If Oge is with Brgie, that is my government, I will be with him. I don't move anyhow. Before I will leave what I am doing and look at another thing, I must have finished with one. So my people, Brgie is your government. All these groups, they distract, they are joking, because I trust my PM or a successful businessman, and I'm sure that anything on him, like to achieve success. So Biafrans, you have to follow the leader. Ndị Igbo tụrụ iwu si na onye bụ igu ka ewu na-eso. Onye afụkwu, ife nkịta ji eso onye afụkwu, o nyụrụ anyụ ọgbọ agbọ, and onwero nke nkịta na-asọ. You have to follow him. He is the one with our government, and he is the one taking us to Biafra. For now, yes. So the other day when he came and gave me these very videos, they were playing but there was no sound. So this one from Voice of Biafra, there is complete sound. And who gave us this Voice of Biafra? Mazio Genkere. I don't speak to impress people. I say things the way they are, so that you will understand and follow correctly. I don't mislead. It's not my profession. My profession is that I will tell you what I know. That is the rule. And I will tell you, do not do this. Because if you do the other one, you will be in loggerhead with the rules. So Biafrans, we have to really speak to ourselves. Do we want to celebrate one day like Americans? And how do we achieve it? Ejema and Eje. It is simple. Onye nwele go ya weputie. Biafra, every Biafran gabu a millionaire. A lot of mineral resources. Kachuku tinye na ani anyi. Oburi feni ne dio chifru ne nunku ka ekwu. We cannot be exposing everything here. But onye ọbụla welili egwu ezi ọnụ, anyị nwere a lot. I were up Fulani, fane tetosi everything chukwu nyere anyị. Akpọ meeting, ime abịa. Akpọ town hall, you will not come. Akpọ fundraising, you will not be there. Ndị be anyị onwe ka ọ dị o. E get as e be. If Americans should tell you what they've been through. Now can the British when nweta their independence? Because as in Ogalanya gwa ogbenye ife o mere wee bụrụ ọgaranya, ogbenye asị kama ka ya dịkwa etu ya dị. Not in our own case. We have to do it all the way. We have to go all the way. Ndị be anyị, we have to do it. We can do it. Our forefathers did it. We are children of lion and lionesses. Let us not disappoint our ancestors. Support Biafra. Support Mazi Ogenkere. Support what we are doing.
And that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In signing their names to the roster of freedom, those 56 patriots put everything at risk.
Nigerian actions. So the fact of the matter is, you have had great success. And the reason why this is important is because genocide happens in the dark. When you shine a light on the slaughter of Christians in villages and towns in Biafra, then their deaths are not in vain. There is accountability. We can look at any number of episodes. Kosovo in 1999 with Bill Clinton, or more recently, the military action in Iran. And we can recognize the importance of understanding how the slaughter of a country's own people led to intervention. And so, in the case of Nigeria, while no one is talking about intervention right now, the fact of the matter is people are talking about sanctions against Nigeria. And frankly, the Biafran case for independence is going to become even more important as an element of U.S. national security, as a U.S. interest, if the government in Mali falls. Then we are refocus on the problem of jihadism, of Al-Qaeda, of Islamic extremism, of the Islamic State in West Africa. And while, of course, Mali and Nigeria do not share a direct border, the fact of the matter is that if Mali becomes a safe haven for Al-Qaeda, Nigeria is going to be its target. And if the Nigerian government is as incompetent and as permeated by Islamists as we've seen over the last several years, then the United States, not for reasons directly of religious freedom, but for reasons of stability and security in West Africa, will have absolutely no reason, no choice, but to recognize the state of Biafra as an independent country.
Now, Biafrans, we all know that I am using a Voice of Biafra as my guide this morning. I'm using Voice of Biafra. You all know that this man here, he is not a Biafran. That is Dr. Ruben, an American fellow, a writer. He gives conferences and speeches in powerful places in America, and the American government, they know him and listen to his advice and his speeches. So who are we not to listen to him? We cannot allow people to be telling our stories all the time for us. He is here, he mentioned the massacre, the slaughter, and the genocide America will have no choice, he said, than to recognize Biafra. Why is that? My people, I will tell you for free. I will tell you for free that Americans are very careful people. Why? Because they know that they are always the target. Whenever they start cooking terrorism and finish cooking it, it becomes a dish and they want to serve it to who? America. So cooking and preparing the dish is what they are doing in Africa, Sudan, Mali, Niger, then Nigeria. In Nigeria, when you come down to African nations, in West Africa region, part of Africa, the whole continent, we are in that very region. When they come to West Africa, Biafra land remains their target. Just like America is always the target of their finished product. Why is that? Biafra land provides them with means and sources of making money. Nigeria makes money, they borrow money from China, they borrow from Europe, they borrow from America, they borrow from IMF. Who are they targeting? Biafrans. And like this great American man, Dr. Ruben, the way he is talking in this program, he also told us to educate our people. We should continue to talk to our people. And I am telling you people for free that we remain their target. When did Nigeria found gold in Zamfara? Zamfara is in Katsina. They found it in 2010. But our oil, crude, and gas was found in 1956. Till today, what has Nigeria done with it? Usman Danfodio came. He wanted land acquisition to acquire land where he will settle his marauding people and then Islamize everybody. One shoe size all. I will show you a video of an Hausa lady recalling on this very imprisonment that they are in the north. Sharia and the caliphate. They are the problem of the north. We will not allow that to be our problem. By donating generously, that is our own weapon to fight back. Our donations. This Dr. Ruben is an American. And they know Africans more than we know ourselves. Because they are very observant. They are very clever people. They walk ahead of time. What America will do in the next 20 years, they have started working on it from now. And when Biafra comes, my people, you will see a mirage. You will see thunderbolt in development. Because Biafrans, I trust my people. They are powerfully blessed by God. And I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for that. Our brilliance, our intelligence, our knowledge, our wisdom is second to none. But they are dividing us because division is a very powerful tool in the hands of your enemy. We don't come to this Brgie platform to gossip because this is not a gossip column. We come here to give you the real gist of the matter. And that gist is that Nigeria government is incapable, very incompetent to rule themselves. And the only good thing for them is to divide, to split, and go our separate ways for easy management and easy governance. That's all. When you go to Europe, there are 44 nations, including Finland. Finland is only 5.5 million, not up to Anambra State, not up to Abia State. The population. So, my people, I don't know what you are afraid of. I don't know what scares you people from leaving Nigeria. Those of you who are still one Nigerianist, when we make one step forward, you will drag us back. We are not going to go back, Biafrans. We are going all the way. And the only way is through our government, Biafra Republic government in exile, and our Prime Minister, Mazio Genkere, His Excellency. Forget about all these names. That is what is making people jealous. What are you jealous of? Because when Biafra comes, it will all be dissolved, and you form your political parties. So you work with jealousy. You work with hatred. Onye chukwu anochirol, ina anochirie. Mazio Genkere doesn't need you to call him anything. Follow the rule. Nigeria does not follow the rule. That's why they breach both national and international rules. And they don't care. My people, ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na nwata gbere igbe bịa taa malụ, ewelu m ije jee ya ọkpọ. Ebe ọ bụ na father care about rule of law, we will not care about fighting for our freedom. They will tell you that we are dividing Nigeria. Do you know the population of Nigeria? They can't rule themselves. They are very incompetent. Nigeria is always failing where even a blind man succeeds. Nigeria fails. Their incompetency is none, second to none. We cannot continue waiting for these people. We are not Nigerians. We are Biafrans. We were Biafra before the rude amalgamation without the consent of our forefathers. Even if our forefathers knew about it, they have failed. And we, their children in this dispensation, cannot be seen to be failing as well. And you will only fail when you refuse to join and do what we are doing. No matter what you donate, your presence means a lot. Whenever we are here, come and click the link, speak to our people. You are doing a great thing. We are not going to continue waiting for foreigners to come and be telling us about the genocide that we are the ones suffering. Or tell us that, oh, they are burning Christians, like Christian churches, like, what's his name? Riley Moore. We are the ones that they are burning our churches. We should rise up. Stop waiting for a foreigner to come and be telling you this sort of thing that Dr. Ruben is saying here. We should be the one telling our story with our Ejema and Deje to tell Nigeria that we don't want them. We don't need them. Even plus their allies, we do not care. When you show your opponent the energy and the strength in you, that is number one weakness that you are putting in them. Let alone when you raise your boxing glove, they will go down. They will go down. My people, media is another powerful thing. Don't underrate the power of media. We can keep quiet and allow foreigners to be telling our stories. Some people will allow Mike Arnold that doesn't know even the history of his own country. This very history, ask Arnold in a piece of paper, write me the history with dates. of America. He doesn't know it. He doesn't know it. He now wants to come and be making money from Nigeria and telling you that he supports Nigeria, that he does not support division, that he does not support flag carrying. That is us that he's talking to. And you want me to accept him on my platform because he has told somebody that he wants to come to my platform. I told that person I don't want him on my platform. I saw the war, the massacre. I don't, Achoromi Felulalu around me. Anybody supporting Nigeria is supporting evil, is supporting the death of Christians, the death of innocent children and women. What does Mike Arnold know? Who is he in America? What is he? Nobody. So, my people, as this very man said we should educate our people, it is imperative that we go on the voyage of that discovery to tell our people the truth and nothing but the truth. Thank you, my brother. Go ahead and talk to Biafrans because they need it.
Yeah, Minister Betty Ford, please confirm if I'm coming up.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, thank you very much. Greetings to you, Minister Betty Ford. And
Thank you.
thank you very much for doing what you're doing. Because you're one of those people that was born for a time like this. And your existence is not a mistake. It's for a purpose. And you are fulfilling that purpose. The reason why God said you are supposed to be here where you are recently doing what you are doing at this point in time. So may God continue to bless you
Thank
for
you
your
so
good
much.
work and
Bless
the
all of
spirit of
us. Thank you.
doggedness, yeah, regarding the freedom of over 18 million Biafrans. And I also want to appreciate the listeners. I appreciate every Biafrans that is currently hearing the sound of our voice from Mr. Betty's studio. And I also want to appreciate all the cabinet members of the Biafra Republic government in exile. I say thank you for what you all are doing, and I also want to appreciate the Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Ogechukwu Ikere. Yeah, Minister Betty Ford, you really said it all, and everything that you have been saying in this program since you started has been the truth and nothing but the truth. But it's just left for some of our people that are still, having this mindset of, it's going to be better or it's going to be better. Why they are not doing anything to make it better? Because, you cannot just lay down every day in your house and pray to God to give you food without you going out to fend for that food yourselves. And then today, everybody is now crying that some people that doesn't understand how geopolitics and international politics works. They are now coming to say Donald Trump should come and help them. Some are saying that Donald Trump has betrayed them. Donald Trump did not betray any of you. Stop being ignorant. Stop being foolish and understand what freedom fighting is all about. Nobody is going to come and fight for you. Many of you today that are calling out America to come and help you fight your fight. If we ask so many of you now, how did America gain their independence? So many of you will not be able to give a verified account of how America gained their independence. And if we still ask some of you, do you know how many years America fought for the freedom that they are enjoying today? So many of you will not be able to give a verified account how many years America fought for their freedom, how many years they died in their freedom. But you're opportune to be having those information on every Brgie Media's platform, like in the one we are in now, on Mr. Betty's called platform. America fought the Revolutionary War for 8 years. They fought the British colony for good 8 years. They died for 8 years. They bled for 8 years. Although the battle later continued after the 8 years, but according to history, the day the treaty was signed, because even after the treaty, there was still some kind of battle still going on some counties, because the counties that came together to fight for this freedom that everybody is now admiring, because so many people admire the freedom of the American people, but they did not want to pass through the process that the American people passed through. The 13 colonies that fought the British Empire. The battle started in Lexington, and it is called the Battle of Lexington and Concord in 1775. They fought from 1775 up to 1783, when America was recognized as an independent state. They fought from 1775. But some of us today, we want this Biafra to come today, tomorrow, without putting any effort, without doing something to make sure that this freedom comes as soon as possible. Even the Biafra war that we fought for only 3 years. And everybody went to relax that time. They are hungry. The same thing some people are doing now. Crying of hunger, when you are fighting a battle for life and you are crying of hunger. When they ask you to sit at home, you will say your children will go hungry. American children, American women, American men, they died for 8 years. Their men died, their children died, their sisters, their family died for this freedom. But if they tell you to pay the sacrifice, you will say no. And you want to enjoy what people that paid that ultimate price are enjoying. You only fought for 3 years. But America fought for 8 years to be free from British. They did not only fight with weapons, they fought diplomatically. And what the 13 colonies did before the war escalated is what the Biafran Republic government in exile is doing today. Political engagement. They reach out to France. They reach out to France for help to fight against because the British Air Force, the British Navy, the British Army was one of the strongest military in the world then. They reached out to France. They started the diplomatic talk with France. At the time, it was like, people are not giving up. Franklin now, Franklin now contacted France that now is the time for us to act. That they need the French government to supply them with arms and ammunition, to support them with aid. They call it aid according to history. And the war began. And they fought it for 8 years non-stop. They died for it, they paid the price for it. And that is why you see them today jealously guiding that freedom they fought for. Even so many of you today in different countries all over the world, the people there are not saying they don't want you anymore. But you are there making noise. Instead of you to have everything, come back home and find a way to fight for your own home. The reason why they are chasing you out from there is because they fought for their place, they died for it.
Yes.
It's because of so many of you don't know what freedom is all about. That is why you don't understand when they tell you to go back to your country. They know the reason why they ask you to go back to your country. If you started constituting nuisance in their country.
Yes.
If you misbehave in their country, they tell you to go back. because they know the price they paid to gain that freedom that you now came to meet, and you are enjoying for that, and you are enjoying that freedom. And instead of you to appreciate that freedom, you are not trying to do, the weather is too cold. Though. You don't know that the weather is too cold before you go. Then go back to your country if the weather is too cold. Stop disturbing their peace. You start complaining about their food instead of you to, assimilate into the society and follow the ways, the way they live their life. There, you want to go and impose your own lifestyle upon them in another mass country, and tomorrow when they chase you out, you start complaining. You are not.
Yes.
Are you not stupid?
That's correct. South Africa and Ghana is indeed.
You don't do that. You don't do that. Go and fight for your own place and put that whatever chieftaincy title, whatever you want to do. Go and do it in your own home. Don't disturb people's. Don't try to trample on people's religions and beliefs. While your home is there, under siege, you cannot go and fight. That is why sometimes when I see some of this country, but I don't support the way many of them are going about it, especially the South African people,
Yes,
xenophobic act, attacking. I'm not in support the way they go about it, but in a way, it's a very good thing if our people will be able to learn and go back home to defend their land, to go home and fix their home, because that is what we all are supposed to be doing at this point in time. Because if we get to a point, so many of us will not be safe in abroad anymore. You will not be able to, even though you will not be able to open your door and come out on the street, because you will be met with thousands of eggs on your head. They will keep throwing you eggs. If people don't know, it's getting to that point. Because in Europe today, you will see the patriots, some of them are not coming out saying they don't want migrants anymore. In America, some of them, they are there. Even in the Asia is the worst. So if you think that maybe you are safe in Europe, or you are safe in America, you are safe anywhere in the world, and you are allowing the people back home to suffer, you will still go back to meet that same suffering. It's just a matter of time. And that is why Minister Betty Ford is calling upon everyone of us. Go and look up history. Franklin Benjamin was the one when even it got to a point, the point where we are now, it got to a point, when the colonists, the 13 colonists, when they were, agitated, they protested, they did everything, they did boycott, everything that we are doing, they did it in their time. At a time, they have to go into full-blown war against this. But they have to prepare themselves. The role that Brgie is playing today, assuming Ojukwu has that role in the 1970 and 1970 war, we would have won that war. We would have been able to engage the United States of America diplomatically the way America engaged France. The French.
Yeah.
This is what Brgie is currently doing. So don't allow anybody to deceive you. So many people who are shouting, let's go and scatter here and scatter there. You will not just start scattering something, but the question is, can you be able to maintain and retain that thing that you started until you finish? The reason why the first Biafra, the genocidal war between Biafra and Nigeria, failed was because of lack of diplomatic engagement. Although the war started sudden, but we did not have that diplomatic engagement with international communities. Like the only thing we were receiving for them was just out of pity, just aid. That was what they were giving us then. But no country of the world then stood strongly behind us. The way the way France stood strong behind America during the American Revolutionary War. And Brgie is trying to gain that diplomatic again, a very strong treaty or alliance with the American government, of which if tomorrow we could come out to say enough is enough, now chop and the police in the Nigeria, police in the army, only kuchuzo, a shift to ya, we battle. That is what you people don't understand the meaning of lobbying.
They don't.
Some of you will come, we say, Prime Minister is, a snapping picture because you are ignorant. Imagine you are a bunkum.
Yeah.
You don't understand what that man is doing there.
Yes.
You need a strong ally before starting anything with, because you are fighting against the country.
No, but sorry, my brother. All these breakaways, Ngozi and Imam Mamugu, all of them, let them bring their picture with those people. There's a video I will bring here. You will see Senator Tom Cruise, Senator Cruz with what's his name? With President Donald Trump. That is the same man that our Prime Minister, Mazio Genkere, took pictures with. Go and take picture with such caliber of men. Even if you are whatever you are, they will not allow you close to their offices. No, you will not be allowed. You will not be allowed. I don't know where I think I copied that picture, the video where he was talking with President Trump. You can never see Ngozi or anybody like that with such men, caliber of men. Go ahead, my brother. I couldn't find it. Go ahead, Toti.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Minister Betty. Our people just need to wake up to understand what freedom is all about. What the Prime Minister today is doing is trying to correct some mistakes that has been made in the past. And if we don't correct that mistake and go into any confrontation with the Nigerian enemy state, we will fail again. We need to learn from the best, like the United States of America, that fought for 8 years and succeed in getting their freedom. And it's not only that they got their freedom, they are still the #1 champion when it comes to self-determination and human rights. They believe in what you are doing. They believe that self-determination is your right, but you need to do it in the normal process. And that is what the Biafra Republic government in exile is currently doing in Washington, D.C. And that is why we also recently, on the 30th of May, 2 new departments was established in the Biafran Defense Forces. And one of those departments is for intelligence, and that intelligence is not just intelligence within the Biafran territory. The intelligence will be coordinated with the Biafran Defense Forces and the American department. That is what they are doing, putting things in place. And instead of you to, support this great movement, this great achievement, this great milestone that the Biafra Republic government in exile is taking currently, you are busy, confusing and deceiving yourselves. Even the people that was accusing Mazio Gechukwu that is going to Washington, D.C. to snap picture, they have also started going there to snap picture. Some of them have started going there to snap picture.
Copycats.
They are even now fighting themselves inside all those their splinter groups. There's confusion all over the places. Because some of them inside that place are now coming to terms with our Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere that yes, the way that it is going, that is the right way. Even the so-called Sokoto Declaration DOS, they came out and they also went to Washington, D.C. Why didn't they start at home? Why are all of them now? Why all of them are now going to Washington, D.C.? Because you need to build that bridge from there. And the Biafran Republic government in exile have been succeed to expose the Nigerian state. And sanctions upon sanctions has been given to the Nigerian state. Nigerian state today has been designated by the United States of America as a country of particular concern. These are the efforts of the Biafran Republic government in exile. Because you need to show evidences, you need to show proof, the reason why you want to option out from this union. And all the testimonies, all the proof that the Biafran Republic government in exile has been able to give to the United States of America has been proven evidently based and factual. They are killing Christians. They are killing Biafran Christians. They are corrupt. Everything that the Biafran Republic government is, everything that everything that makes a country or a state to be a fair state is what Nigeria is all about. But the Americans need you more than you need them in this your fight for freedom. Because you are the people that are going to fight that fight. They are not going to come to fight for you, but you just need to make yourself available when they call. And that is why the Biafran Republic government in exile will continue to stand strong. And whenever that call is given, every one of you will see how successful all these programs that the Biafran Republic government in exile have been putting on together will just go very easily and successfully. Because you will have a very strong voice in the international stage speaking for you. By then, the American department in UN can be able to come out and speak for the Biafran people in UN. Wherever they are, they will be able to speak. That now is the time for us to intervene and look for a lasting solution, which is to break up the country. That is how it works. That is what the Biafran Republic government did, because anywhere America speaks, others follow.
Yes.
So don't be too ignorant to all these things. That is what the Biafran Republic government is exile. The way now Senator Cruz now they are now speaking, the way you see Dr. Michael Rubin speaking about Biafra. Did you see any of these people? All the 12 or more than 12 years you are shouting IPOB. Did you see any of these people come out to talk about Biafra? Minister Betty Ford, let's be truthful to ourselves.
No.
Since you have been carrying flag, be shouting IPOB one family. Have you seen these think tanks in the American polity coming out to speak about Biafra? Have you seen people like Dr. Michael Rubin coming out to talk about Biafra, or Ambassador Tibonagi? Have you ever seen any of them talk about Biafra?
It's only during this Brgie.
It is during this time that we are now. You see them because they have seen that, yes, that we have channeled this our struggle to the right path.
Yes.
Where they can be able to come out and speak for Biafra. That is why the other day when Tinubu was lobbying in America to repatriate or maybe to falsely accuse our Prime Minister in the United States of America, you see Ambassador Tibonagi came out to challenge Tinubu. And it's told to face this insecurity in your country. Stop going after freedom fighters. Stop going after the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government. He came up and he spoke boldly. And it was noted by the international community. That is how it's been done. But it will not happen overnight. It is a gradual process. And even this our own time, we are even lucky that our own process is even moving faster than expected. Because we've come to find ourselves in the right time to fight for this freedom. And we have been able to have the right people in place that is speaking on behalf of the Biafran people. So stop, allowing these detractors to be, disturbing you or confusing you. No. Follow what the Biafran Republic government in Nigeria is doing. It is only the Biafran Republic government in Nigeria that can be able to give you that freedom that you have been clamoring for decades. Anybody telling you out there that he or she is doing anything, to give you freedom, that person is just deceiving you.
Yes.
And assuming I have time, there's another topic that I wouldn't like to go in, but it will take a lot of time. The projection of the Nigerian state in what we are doing, what has caused so much division, the way Nigerian government is playing the Biafran people, the projection of the Nigerian government in this our Biafra movement. The reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and what they are using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to play, this thing has been played in Turkey. What the template the Nigerian government is using to divide the Biafran people today, to trying to disorganize what we are doing today. It is the same template that was used in Turkey against a man called Abdullah. Abdullah Conan. Wait.
Yeah, just call
give
him
me
Abdullah. Yeah, that's
just
enough.
Abdullah.
Yeah.
I will remember the second name.
Okay.
He was the founder of the political party called PKK, the People's Kurdish Party, the Kurdish People's Party or something. He was the man. He has so much influence, like this, the same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now. The man has the same influence like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. 1999. From Turkey, he ran because he was looking. He was fighting for a separate state of the Kurdish people from Turkey. So he now have to leave Turkey, run to Syria. The Turkey government now engaged the international community against Syria. Politically, diplomatically, they were pressuring Syria to repatriate this man back to Turkey for persecution. When the heat was too much, Syria had to tell the man to leave. He left Syria. He left Syria to Germany. From Germany, he went to Italy. Yes, from Germany to Italy. He was seeking for asylum. But because of the political pressure, nobody was able to give this man asylum in Europe. He even traveled to Russia. They pursued him, 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 until they not pursued him to this same Kenya that they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from. I will remember the full name of the man. So every one of you should just go and do the research, and you see the same template that the Nigerian terrorist government is playing when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, and this is our freedom. It's the same template that the Turkish government played to get this man. The man is still in custody. This man I'm speaking, Abdullah Conan. Wait, let me be sure. Please, just a minute, please. Just a minute. I want to be sure. I need our people to engage.
He was a freedom fighter in Turkey.
Abdullah Oknan. That is the name of the man. They kidnapped him the same way they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Now repatriated him back to Turkey. The man is still in prison today. I'm coming somewhere. I want our people to understand. Then when they picked this man from Kenya, because the political pressure was too much, European country was able to give him asylum to stay. So when somebody now is like a diplomat now advising to go to Kenya. So for you to see this Kenya that you are seeing today is not today that they have been kidnapping freedom fighters from Kenya. You people should go and make research. This Kenya has become a very hot hub for kidnapping freedom fighters.
Is he called Abdullah Khan?
Yeah, you can call him Abdullah Auckland. Oclan. Abdullah Auckland. The Abdullah is ABDU.
Double LAH. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I'm hearing you now.
So they now took this man to Turkey. They now went to put this man in a confinement. The way they put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon, they refused his lawyer to meet him. They refused his family for months. And you know what they started doing? They now started working on the man's brain. They now started working on the man's brain to weaken the man from pursuing the freedom fight. And today, the man is not dancing to that. The man is not even talking. Now, what they did, they now, instead of, according to the history, instead of the people now to focus on the freedom, they now started focusing on the freedom of the man. That is where the same thing some of our people are doing. The same thing these so-called defunct DOS are crying today. When they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they said we should wait for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. The same thing some idiot that was in Brgie before are doing today, waiting for Mazi Simonekpa to come out. The Kurdish people now started, instead of them to continue the fight, they now started waiting for the release. Since 1999, the man is still in detention up to today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was just kidnapped 2021.
Yeah.
And some of you think that, this nonsense you are doing is what will bring them out from there. The Nigerian government are the people that will decide either to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or not. If we fail to engage them diplomatically through the way the Biafran Republic government in exile is doing today, because they need a bigger voice to put them in pressure where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. Yes. The people started fighting themselves. The same thing that is happening in this Biafra movement now. Some people were now focused on the release of Mazi Nnamdi, of this Abdullah Auckland, instead of focusing on the fight. And the history said they started working on the man's brain. And as I speak to you today, the man is still in prison. But the man is not sounding as a freedom fighter anymore, because they have succeeded in emasculating the man. And that is why you don't need to take order from a captured leader. And that is why Brgie took that bold step. When some of these idiots that are now rising up now to claim that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be in prison and be given order. But most of you waited for 6 years for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to give you order from prison. So why are you not complaining that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is giving an order for prison to dissolve you? Although the Biafran people have already dissolved that nonsense because it's not in use anymore. But our then former Prime Minister, Mazi Simonekpa, with every one of us, stood up and said no. If we focus on the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that means the Nigerian government have won. Go and read the history of this man. You will understand what the Nigerian state is doing. It is not new. This is something that they have been using for decades against freedom fighting. It's the same template.
Yes, Abdullah.
When we come to tell every one of you that there is a reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and took back to Nigeria. And if you follow that projection of the Nigerian state and focus your freedom on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Nigerian government will continue to dominate you at the end of the day. And see today now, some people are coming out to say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said they should dissolve Brgie. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say that. Those are the projections of the Nigerian state.
You can never say that. The same man you are talking about was kidnapped in Kenya in 1999.
Yeah.
I will read it later.
Yeah, read it later. When you read the history of this man, that is why me, I cannot come out to vouch that Mazen Namdi Kanu was the one that said it, or maybe he's not the one that said it.
He's
No,
not. He's not. He
that
can
my
never
own
say
opinion.
that.
Yeah, my own opinion, because because you see this government that you see, so there is something, government can change your mind through chemicals.
Yes.
That is why a captured leader is already compromised. You know, when we say somebody is compromised, some people will come to say, did Mazen Namdi Kanu betray the struggle? No. The position of Mazen Namdi Kanu under the hands of your enemy is already compromised. They can use him for any experiment and make sure that the way is
Yes.
meant, they will weigh
Yes.
it down. And Mazen Namdi Kanu will come out and tell you tomorrow that let's create a political party. I'm telling you, don't joke with, I'm telling everybody, don't joke with
Yes.
government. Go and
Yes.
read the history of this man, you will see what I'm telling you.
It's true. You are very correct. I
They
agree
will,
with you.
they will use chemical and his
Yes.
memory will
And he
be,
will
diminishing.
forget himself.
Yeah.
That's why they did not. You see,
Easy to
Fulanis.
manipulate. This, it will
Yes.
not become so easy to manipulate. That is why
Yes.
you see this, some of this is brothers and lawyers are doing everything they are doing.
Yes.
I'm
Fulanis.
telling them, go and read, take your time.
Yes.
Yeah,
They are
you can
very
go ahead. Go
intelligent.
ahead.
Fulanis are smart people. They knew that if Onyendu is just pied like that, if they kill him, that they will also lose. So they are now keeping Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to use him against us, just to tie in with what you have just said. Once somebody is kidnapped, that is it. The person is out of the same zone that you used to know them. They will become automatically a changed person, because the way they will be treating them, you see that chemical that they went to Poland to purchase, which El Rufai was the one that revealed that they purchased, that is colorless. They use it in buying whoever they want to buy. They would have killed this guy. But they believe that the way we Biafrans love Onyendu, that the best thing is to keep him alive and use it for their own benefit. And that is exactly what they are doing today. And our people are falling for it. Is it today that Onyendu knew about Brgie? Is it today that Onyendu was kidnapped? They are using him stage by stage. And the people are not understanding that this Kanu Takano is working for Nigeria. Kanu Takano doesn't care if Onyendu dies. He doesn't. Because he started fighting for their father's position with Onyendu. People from their hometown, they said to us that this guy asked Onyendu, you will be the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, and you will come and take our father's position as the chief, or the titled king, or whatever the title their father had. This Kanu Takano wants Onyendu out of his way. He works for Nigeria government. Is it today that Onyendu was kidnapped? Why is it today, now that we don't even see him? When he was with the DSS dungeon, at the DSS, Onyendu will come to court and he will talk to us. Why did he not say, I don't want Brgie, hear it from my mouth? So Nigeria government kidnapped Onyendu, thought that Biafra will end. It didn't end. Mazi Simon Ekpa came up. They went to Finland, used the same Kanu Takano, Bruce Fenn, and Nwunye Onyendu, and all of them. They went to Europe. They went to Europe, wrote a letter that all of us should be deported, including Mazi Simon Ekpa. They connived, made the people of Finland to detain him there. So on seeing that Brgie has risen up, that we are beating them below the belt, they started calling on their contractors, the DOS, with Kanu Takano. What are you people doing? Chinasa Nworu is like Asare Dokubo, a converted Muslim. That is one of the mistakes of Onyendu. That Chinasa Nworu na alụlụ Nigeria government ọlụ wee lukwa echi because they sent him to Kuwait and he's a converted Muslim. Amaro ebe uche ndị be anyị na-adị. I don't know how our people think. These are saboteurs. We understand that in every setup where there's freedom fight, there are bound to be saboteurs. But these ones, instead of releasing Onyendu, they decided to keep him. And they don't want to kill him. Because Fulani likes kill, kill, kill. That's Fulani for you. But they kept him for this purpose. Even all of them that are now talking, where were they when Onyendu was initially kidnapped? They all went underground. Now they are rising up. They are asking for our prime minister to be brought back. Indeed. Indeed. Our prime minister, Mazio Genkerebo, or Dinse Luaka, they can never see him. They can never get him. We cannot be making mistakes. So this taking order or not taking order from Onyendu is not for us. It's for them. Let them keep taking order from Onyendu. We will not. And it does not mean hatred. We don't hate him. We love him more than you people. Because at the end of the day, I don't even know about Onyendu's appeal, but I had a thing like that from his lawyers that Onyendu is appealing.
Yeah, Minister Betty, sorry for the interjection. Let me
Yeah,
even
go
come.
ahead.
Let me even come to this place.
Yes.
This same man that I'm talking about, they began his trial on 31st of May, 1999, and
Yes.
concluded it on the 29th of June. Do you know how they concluded his trial? They concluded his trial with a death sentence for treason and separatism. The same thing they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah, because Nigeria works with Turkey. Turkey and Afghanistan gives them templates.
Now you understand. Now you understand. The same template. The same template. And it got to a stage. The man have to come and the man have to come. The way that they are saying Nnamdi Kanu is saying that this should happen, this should happen. The man later came out after they have worked on him scientifically. The man is now writing books in prison. He came up and told the fighters, he told everybody that they should drop their arms and embrace Turkey. That was how that movement got spoiled. Because the people forget about the struggle and started focusing on the release of the man. That now gave the Turkish government the leverage to finish him and use him against the people.
You see?
And that is why Brgie is telling every one of you, don't leave. They will not. The earlier you start supporting Brgie, the earlier Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be out from there.
Yes.
Do you know what they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon before they released him to Sokoto? Do you know the kind of injection that was in the kind of substances that was injected in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That period we hear that he's dead. After you hear that he's alive,
Yes.
you hear he's sick.
Yes.
Why are you not hearing he's sick anymore?
Yes. Because they have succeeded in mesmerizing his brain. And there was a time he started bloating.
Everybody should go and read this history that I just got up now. You will understand what is really happening. And that is why everybody need to jettison and ignore whatever command that is coming from Finland or coming from Sokoto prison. That is a template of crushing any liberation movement that have succeeded. It succeeded in Turkey, and Turkey has given Nigeria that template for a very long time, going like this.
No, in us, they have made their match. We can never take any order from Onyendu. Never.
Exactly.
We are not.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
The man has been in prison for 25 years now.
Oh.
For 25 years, he has been in. Mandela spent 27. This man now is 25. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is army. And so many of you are just misbehaving. They messed up the man, now brought him. The same way I believe they have messed up Mazin Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon before bringing him out to give to you people in Sokoto and position him so he can be able to do that job that they have programmed him to do. That is the confusion all of you are seeing today. But if you can be able to hack into the voice of Brgie and listen to what we are telling you in all Brigie's platform, we will succeed together. Stop delaying it. That is why the Nigerian state is not going against Brgie. That is why they are coming out to tell you that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said they should dissolve Brgie. Kanu Takanu have come out and said that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said everybody should fall back to IPOB. That, do you know the reason why? Because Brgie has become the only obstacle to death. And Mazi Ogechukwu is the only man that Agada Bachiri in Nigeria Uzo. That is why they are going after him. Politics is very deep. It's not about Iputeba and I say Biafra. Go into the political dons and norms. You understand what government is all about and what government is capable of doing to you. You don't know that there are some soldiers today that they program them to go for war. We don't know that if they capture you today as an enemy soldier, there's an injection they will inject in your body. You start confessing, you start saying the truth. Instead of you want to lie, but you will say the truth. You don't know that they have those chemicals that they use in human beings. And with any military that is captured by his enemy state, what in military they call it compromise. They will say this unit has been compromised because they were all captured. They will not send a spy. The government will not send a spy to go and know what is really happening because they don't want to hear from those people that has already been captured. They will not send a spy to go and know the truth and bring the true information that they need because they know already as long as those soldiers have been captured by the enemy state, they are already compromised. They can do them anything.
And they will buy them if they can.
Yeah. To abstract information from them.
Yes.
Why is Mazin Nnamdi Kanu no longer going? Sometimes for 2-3 months, nobody will hear about Mazin Nnamdi Kanu when he was in DSS dungeon. Everybody will be panicking.
Why did
Where
they
is
take
Mazin
him to
Nnamdi Kanu?
Sokoto?
Where is Mazin Nnamdi Kanu?
Yes. They took
So
him
it
to
is a test.
Sokoto.
The Nigerian state is playing a very good test. I know if they are hearing me now, they will not be happy for this secret that I'm leaking out to our people. They are playing a very good template. Nobody should be surprised tomorrow you hear Mazin Nnamdi Kanu say everybody should stop Biafra. I'm telling you. Nobody should be surprised. But we will not take order. We are not taking order. We are not taking order from Sokoto or Finland places. And this is the reason why some of these people that broke away from Brgie, they are still doing the same thing, towing the part of that Nigerian government projection, the way they are projecting us, the way they want us to. Some of you are acting the way the Nigerian state wants you to act. They play you ping pong. They play you ping pong. I'm telling you, they play human beings. Don't think that you are dealing with your mates. You are not dealing with your mates. They have the best, advisors in the world. They have the money to buy the best advisors that will come to advise them to crush you. So you must be very, very, very sharp. You must always try to think ahead and also be inclined with information, not half-baked information, full information. Do research about people that have fought for this freedom. Look for the ones that succeeded and the ones that did not succeed. Look the pattern the government used and look closely into what is currently happening in the one that you are pursuing and check the resemblance. They kidnapped Mazin Nnamdi Kanu for Kenya. For some of you that is still reacting this way, to start reacting the way you are reacting, is the Nigerian projection. I'm telling you, it's the Nigerian projection, and that is why
they will not succeed.
But the only thing that stopped the projection to succeed is because of Brigi came at the right time. And that is what these PKK people did, what they missed. They fought themselves. Majority of the people who started saying, no, let's release mass, go, take your time, Minister Betty Ford, you see, most of them do, because you'll be doing more research, you'll be doing more research about it, you'll be seeing in more information how, some people were saying, no, let's wait for him to be released. The way some people are saying, let Mazin and the be released, let Mazin Samanek be released. It was the Turkish Secret Service projection, because they are the ones that, abducted him from Nairobi, Kenya, 1999. So we need to wake up. If we really need this freedom, we need to be educated. We need to be educated. We need to be educated if we want to get this freedom, to do research and understand when our enemies are fighting us. Because some of us now, we are fighting ourselves, but the real enemy is the Nigerian state. That is why everybody need to come back under Brgie. Brgie has become that, stumbling block for them. And that is why today everybody wants Brigi to go down. Because the only thing that is still giving the Biafran liberation movement life today, the only organ that is giving this movement life today is the Biafran Republic of Nigeria. And what Brigi is doing in the United States of America. Yeah, Minister Betty, somebody is saying that you should bring him up. I don't know. Somebody, Tegolo, at Tegolo B. Somebody is requesting that you bring him. So, Minister Betty Ford, that's just what I want to, add for our people to understand. Nobody should panic. It is what we, the Biafran people, do. The momentum that we can be able to gather, the momentum we can be able to pull, is what we release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa from prison. Everybody should focus on what the Biafran Republic government in Nigeria is currently doing in Washington, D.C. The Nigerian government understand that I've referred you people back, the time of, the American Revolutionary War. How Benjamin Franklin and some people enter into this diplomatic engagement with French country, French government. And when it was about time, they signaled that yes, that they need to go into this fight. That was how America was born today. And the French government and the military, they helped the American people to fight the British Empire then, colonial empire. For good 8 years they fought. For good 8 years they bled. For good 8 years they died. For good 8 years they went hungry. Are we willing to pay this sacrifice? If we are willing to pay this sacrifice, now is the time for every one of us to join and support what the Biafra Republic government in exile is currently doing at this particular point in time, because that is the only thing, and that is the only way we can be able to achieve freedom. So for now, I would like to use my mic, Minister Ford, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to the Biafran people through your channel. So thank you very much. But if there's still much time for me to come up again, I will come up. But for now, I'll leave my mic. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do appreciate. It's always good when other people are on the program and talk to Biafrans, because what you just said now about this Abdullah Okalan, his name from Turkish, PKK. I will go and read it. I always urge my people to make little researches, because we are in a very bad situation. Nigeria is not just, I don't know how to describe Nigeria. They have brothers in Saudi Arabia. They have friends in Europe, the whole Europe. They are everywhere. They have used our mineral resources to enlarge their coast. They like to use things that does not belong to them to boost their standard themselves. Everything that Nigeria is today is from Biafra land. And like this kind of injection they give to their captives is what they have given us spiritually and physically. And Brgie has come now to exorcise Biafrans of that very injection. I'm telling you that the world knows Nigeria today. Is it not the oil? It is in our land. Just like the Kurdish people in Iraq during the time of Saddam. Saddam and Iraq is known because of that oil in Kurdistan. And the people of Kurdish ran to George Bush, their father, when he was still the president, to come and help them. In fact, they ran to Britain during the time of Margaret Thatcher. I was here. The Kurdish people, they own that oil that makes Iraq what it is today. So nobody hears of Iraq anymore since after Saddam. So Nigeria government, they have friends because of our oil. Now they want to use our own brother, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to fight us. You know, they do these things systematically. They first of all use the people of TV Equator, called Plateau and Benue. After using them, what did they do? What are they still doing to them? When you hear this Reverend shouting in Benue, I will ask them, Ngwanu, after killing the Biafrans, what next? Yakubu Gowon, where are you? And everybody is now crying, oh, even the governors, even Babangida, nobody can fight the cabal. There is nothing like cabal. Cabal is their friends outside Nigeria. And Sokoto Caliphate that has been ruling Nigeria since 1960. It has always been foreigners ruling that country. Those are the cabals, giving them money because they drain our oil, gas, and crude, everything to make money. Why is Zamfara gold only for their state? Because Fulani remains in control. So they don't want any other thing other than to take our ancestral land, rename it, then Islamize you. That is that cabal. Nothing but their European friends, their Islamic friends, and our oil. That is the cabal and Sokoto Caliphate that controls everybody. You all know that in the south, both southeast and southwest, whenever you become a governor, you go to Sokoto Caliphate to swear. Do you know how they go there to swear? Do you know what they do to them? That's why when they come down, they will become a different person. No governor from any of the south, either east or west, that does not work for the interests of the Sokoto Caliphate and Fulanese. So Nigeria is purely made for foreigners. We are not among. We have distanced ourselves from this very cabal setup. They will tell you, oh, head of state, Tinubu cannot do anything. His hands are tied by the cabals. Now, Tinubu has been itching, even fraudulently got in. He's seeing it now. It's good he went there. Anything that happens, God knows why. Just like when Ghana and South Africa started driving our people. Like my brother rightly said, I don't like the way they are doing it. But what they did, God is not a child. Is there in Deuteronomy somewhere that God told the children of Israel, like, come down from this mountain and go to the land that I promised you? God promised us Biafra land. And all of you have climbed the mountain and you are all hanging there. You don't want to come down or even come and donate to join what we are doing. Because Brgie is the only thing that Nigeria is afraid of now. Only government that America knows. So what are we waiting for? What are we afraid of? Fighting these aliens to leave our land. They are there draining us. Our mineral resources, our brain, our daughters, our children, our elders. We cannot celebrate like America. They don't want to see that. They will say, oh, the cabals. The cabals are these, they are Turkish, Afghan, Middle East, European friends, and their Sokoto Caliphate. These are the cabals. And I want Fabia and Fabia Boom, one everybody down. I'm not afraid of them. Like Biafra Unite, you will see my face so that you will understand who is talking to you. That I'm telling you from Ifem Fugo Nifemma. Fulanese, they are foreigners in that region. European friends and allies, foreigners. So Nigeria was purely made for the benefit of foreigners. And those of you, Anna, say, come and join, come and donate, come and follow what we are doing. You are there telling us, okay, is because Nigeria government wants him. Anybody telling you, okay, this, okay, that, they are working for Nigeria. Simple. Because Ogenkere is not a Fulani man. He is not an Hausa man. He is not a Yoruba man. He is a full-fledged Igbo man. And he has 100% right. Like Ojuku, like Onyendu, like Mazi Simon. To rule us. You people should stop giving excuses. Kandia Walu brain injection. You should stop giving excuses. Our forefathers never gave excuse when they decided to drown in Georgia. They did it in uniform. They did it united. They did it consensuously. And they did it very well. They said that they will never be slave to anybody. But some of you want to be Fulani slave for life. Esorokwam. Esorom. Thank God nebi mo obodo oyibo. Because obu na mbirada Biafra. Enwe miki ikwu ife m na-ekwu today. For abia nwuru gi. Yes. Maybe that is why our PMGC ayi rapu alo ejimako. Because no kwu ka isi ekwu anwuria. That's why. And I respect him for that. That is the very good quality of a good leader. Having a foresight. And here was the foresight that our great grandfathers had. Onye ọbụla na-ekwukwughari ekwukwughari. Onye kwuruga no kwuruga. Forgetting that na this Biafra na analuo homeland na aga form kwa political party dissolve everything. Ayazadebe government in exile. Ayazabazia Biafra Republic government. Amarom ife na-eme ndị bai onye ọbụla dizia so adamant. Onwazi onye chọrọ ịghọta. Ọsọsọ ngwafia ka ịbụ illiterate ide eri nni ị na-etinye nni n'imi. Onye si na ya ada aghọta ife a na-ekwu ọ mgbe enyi mụrụ nwa ịghọta. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ unu bụ ka m na-agwa okwu a. Ana m agwa unu okwu a. Fulani nọ ebe anwa na-agụrụ ụmụ unu one by one. Na-agba schools ọkụ unu nọdụ. Unu achọrọ ịtụ ego mana unu na-eje China. Na-atụ ego na-ebu container. A na-ayọzi unu ayọ. Come and support your freedom. So, fan no there. Unu na fan no do there. Fan egbu unu nke a bụ okwu aka unu. O unu nwa kpatalia. O kpata nkụ anwụ si ngwele bịari olili. Yes. You people should bring money. Ọ bụrụgodu sọsọ nke a na-akpọ Okesin ọkwa nke bi na Nnewi. Him alone. Nenu this idiot nke onye ọlụ a na-akpọ nke nwe peace. Oburu 2 billion jekwe bunye ndi Fulani. Every time you will be buying your freedom from your enemy. They can never let you go free. They cannot.
His name is Allen Onyema. His name is
Allen
Allen
Onyema.
Onyema.
Yes. Allen Onyema. And ọkwa na Biafra land ka ọ nọ wee kpata ego anwa. Oge ọ bụ lawyer ndị Avengers. Nigeria government ebunye ego. Because of this same Biafra. Even, do you know that there was a flyer I saw where one guy from Abia State, si fa vote only and fa vote only that he will stop Biafra. I don't know whether you people saw it. Go ahead, my brother, Mighty Dot. Ogu for the obiam nisye to ayuwane wem. You know. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, good to say, Mazi Tuto. Good to Biafrans. You see, the problem is this. What is wrong with our people? When leadership or the people who are meant to represent you, when they have compromised to the lowest point, that society will become a sick society. That society will be in slavery because the people that are supposed to do what? Defend you. The people are supposed to speak for you. The people are supposed to stand for you as your leaders or your representative. When they have compromised to the that the level of compromise is something so shameful. I mean, they are ready to even kill their own people just to make sure that they still remain relevant. And what am I talking about? When the so-called politicians, Igbo politicians, Biafran politicians, before they become anything, they will go to the rainmakers, who are the Fulani or the kingmakers, and they will bow down, surrender themselves. Able-bodied men will surrender themselves to this parasite from the Sahel to defile them. And after defiling them, they have evidence on them. So that is why they buy their they buy their whatever, their wealth, they buy their position, their political dream and career, in a very shameful way, through shameful means. And they know that this is not something we condone in our place, in our culture, in our tradition. So when they do this thing, just because they want to be in politics, in power, the people that gave them this power have those things on them, have those evidence and tape. And that is why when they order them to go and do anything, order them to bring in Fulani to kill their people, they will do it without looking back because they have sacrificed, they have given up, and they have bargained for this political career in their life. Is something shameful. So that is the reason why, just like our Prime Minister was talking about, Aloy Jimaka and all of them, these people can never, many of them are out of fear, many of them are because they are deeply compromised. Sometimes we think it's about the corruption, financial corruption and all that. No, it's something more deeper, something more shameful. That is why these people can never raise a finger. We are being slaughtered and killed. You'll be asking, where are the men? Where are the leaders? All of them are compromised. Yes. And they would rather die with their shame and their secret to their grave than to stand up and fight for their people and let their secret be exposed. So that is what is happening to our people. And then to talk about our people, the whining and the crying. This is what I have always said. Our Prime Minister has been talking about it for the past few days now. This is something I've always said. I myself, I was in that bandwagon when I came to this country, the United States. At the point, I was so angry every time, so angry and all that. Because I was in that bandwagon of seeking for sympathy, playing that sympathetic game, that pathetic sympathetic game, looking for who to blame. But at the point I came to like, what what is really going on? For how long are we going to continue to blame the white man that they did this? For instance, Fulani of all people. We have cried and cried and cried and blamed Great Britain for what they did to us, blame Europeans, which is true. But we let them. Today, Fulani, the lowest of the low on this planet Earth, parasites, the lowest of the low. When you talk about the human ranking, these people have nothing to offer but death, destruction, backwardness. They retrograde, they don't upgrade. Retrogression is just what they do. They are like cancer worms. They are the one that are actually controlling our life. They are the one that the leaders of Biafrans, the so-called leaders in Biafran are bowing to. Then what do you think will become of that society? A society that bows to Fulani, a society that takes instruction from Fulani. Nigeria is a business that was cooked up and is being managed by foreigners.
Yes.
Those that manage that contraction does not live in that contraction. That is why everything is going bad to worse. Because if those that are managing that contraction live in that contraction, they will at least have a little bit of human sympathy to make things work. But they don't live in that contraction. They don't care the existence of anybody in that contraction. So the caretakers they've given, the caretakers will also take their own. So as the thing trickles down, that is why you see the dilapidation in that contraction. Nobody gives a damn. And the morons who are running around are the ones that I pity. Our country, Nigeria, our country. You see Yorubas are running everywhere on social media. Many of them are backing their useless president. All because he's a Yoruba. Ask that person that is backing and supporting Tinubu from Yoruba land. Ask that Afonja. How has your life been better? That is the level of decay that they put those people, the people in that contraction. The level of decay their brain and their mind has become. Nobody, this person is not doing it. Your life has never even changed for a bit. But just because he's your tribe man, supposedly you see him as your tribe man. And that is the reason why you're supporting him. That is the level of uselessness that these people have become. Nigeria is not real. It's not a real place. So, anybody that dies for Nigeria, those that say they are Nigerian soldiers, you died for nothing. You died for a sham. You died for scam. Nigeria is all the people. That is the reason why these people can go to any length. They went to Israel to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi, threw him in dungeon. United Nations, Toothless Bulldog gave their order. They disobeyed it because they know where the powers that be that are who are doing this, that they are above United Nations. That is why Nigeria flouted that order, because those that are their daddies, their godfathers, their landlords, the people who are controlling them, their handlers, they have so much confidence in their handlers. They know that their handlers are powerful. That's why they flouted that the United Nations. This is a privilege, and yet when the courts, 3 courts in Nigeria freed them, they said they continue to flout because they are so confident that the powers that are behind them are so strong, are holding Nigeria, every inch of Nigeria, and anybody that will come to the rescue of Nigeria. That is why even a president, a government of the United States, a previous government will go as far as having a blind eye, didn't even utter a word about Mazen Nnamdi, going to a point of removing Nigeria from CPC. And only this government of Donald Trump right now is the one that has come to put things right. He is powerful. That is why many of them are crumbling right now. And that is why the Biafrans, if we are smart enough, will use the power behind Donald Trump to be able to get our freedom now. Because we have seen that from Europe to Asia to any place, nobody is talking. Because they are all standing with this power that is holding Nigeria, where a lot of bunch of it, natural resources, human resources is coming out from. They are taking everything, human resources, natural resources, everything they are harvesting. Nigeria is a harvest ground for them. If they need human parts, they get it. If they need blood bank, they get it. If they need penises, main penises of Biafrans, they get it. If they need anything they need, any organs they need, they get it. So what? Why do you think they want? Why do you think that these people will want this pantry, this storage facility to end? Nigeria is a storage facility. They come, they want oil, they want gas, they want diamonds, they want whatever, they want everything, uranium, natural resources, they want mineral resources, they want human resources, doctors, lawyers, they want cleaners, they want cook, they want talented people that will come and develop, build, invent new things in their country. They are harnessing everything. Then they want our body parts. They need it, they will get it. That is what Nigeria stands for. That is why these people can never let that contraction to change for the better. Because if it changes for the better, all these supplies that they get, they will not get it anymore. And every day you see moron, God-forsaken people who are our Nigeria, our country, they are running up and down, election. P2B is a puppet, one of the worst puppets to them. Your current president is one of the worst puppets to them. He has gone to renew his loyalty. They have offered him, they have put the mantle on him right now. That is why he's ready everything now. Yorubas have become the new caretakers right now of Nigeria. Yorubas have become the new this Aburu have used his Aburu skill to kind of hijack Nigeria for the Yorubas right now. That's why he's shifting everything to the north. Everything to the southwest. He's trying to make Yoruba to become a very strong economy and all that. So that at the end of the day, when things go south, he will fall back to his people will protect him. The Yorubas. Fulani will not be able to come for him. He plays game, he knows how to play. He's an Abu. I give him that. But our people who are following the politicians from Biafra land, they ask them, what are they going to benefit? All they are seeking is their own personal and political career for their family. They don't give a damn about their people, Biafrans. They don't. So we continue to cry and blame white man. I have stopped that. Because you know what? Fulani are doing this to us right now. Tomorrow, we are crying, Fulani. Tomorrow, like our leader said, our prime minister said, if they succeed in conquering our land, which they can never, we blame them. Fulani did this to us, but we let them. So, if we can let white men to do this, okay, we might have a clause, a kind of excuse why white men took our land. We allow Britain and all that to come and take our land. But what about Fulani? The lowest of the low. Ghana chase them away. Ghana eradicate them. Everybody in Africa. But we allowed these people to converge, to continue to converge from everywhere, to come and take our land. What does that make us? If we as Biafrans allow Fulani to conquer us, what does that make us? We will become the lowest of the most useless people on this planet Earth. The most useless race. Because if we allow people who are so low that they use cow urine to take a bath, if we allow them to take our land, we are worthless than anything. I'm telling you. So, we have been talking and talking. But I think our people, last time I said something here, my sister here, Betty, disagreed with me. But at the end of the day, the fact remains the fact. Our people, if they don't get attacked, if they don't get slaughtered, if they don't get running up and down everywhere, if they won't close their eyes at night to sleep, that is when they are going to rise up.
Yes.
They need something to wake them up.
I agree
All
with
this pampering, we have been pampering these people every day. Look at our fundraising. It keeps diminishing instead of progressing, instead of more people coming on board, seeing the results, seeing everything that is happening. All of them are keep quiet. They keep, Those in diaspora, they have family back home. When they receive a call that Fulani have invaded their village, that time, even here in the diaspora, they will not close their eyes to sleep anymore. They will feel what we are feeling. The worriness and the burden of the whole Biafran that we carry every day to our sleep every night. We wake up with the burden. We go to bed with the burden. We wake up with the burden of every Biafran. But they are busy enjoying, closing their eyes, their two eyes, sleeping and enjoying. They wake up, they drink, they eat, they enjoy themselves every day in Europe, in America, in Asia, in Biafra land. And we are here worrying for them, carrying their body. So when Fulani start ravaging everywhere in Biafra land, maybe that time they will understand what we have been talking about. Maybe that evil, that demon, whatever it is, that madness and stupidity that have clouded the Biafran's brain, maybe that time it will open for them to actually see that their life is in danger, that there is a need for them to stand up and fight for their freedom. And there's a need for them to back one government that have the backing of the United States, the most powerful country on this planet Earth. I wonder, like, what kind of stupidity have befallen our people? We are not like this. We are people that when we see something good, we go for it. When we see something that works, a solution, we go for it. We are, for some reason, a solution is there. If only 50% of Biafra, 40% even, support this government, American government will rise up to offer help because they see that these people are ready for their freedom. But how would they be encouraged when they look at our fundraising, when they look at our gathering, what they see is only few people? Ihere mewushakwa ndị akpọrọ nwa ha Biafra. Ihere mewushakwa ndị Igbo, ndị Biafra. All these people that refuse to support this thing shall never be well with you and your generation. Because over 5 million people died that you might even be alive today, to have a home, to have a piece of land to build on. If they did not sacrifice, if they did not stand up, sacrifice their life, you might not even have that piece of land to build on. You might not have any home to go back to every Christmas. All of you will pay when the time comes.
Thank you so much. Yes, my people, we have been talking. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ. Ọkwa unu nwa bụ isi afụrụ wee kwaba okpu. Anyị nwa bụ ndị nọ ofesi. Anyị enwerekwa nsogbu o. Masịkwa asị. This platform abụrụ ebe a na-asị asị. Ebe anyị na-ewetele unu undiluted truth. Eziokwu nke akụrọ ka mmanya. Ọ ife anyị na-ewetele unu ebe a. Ndị be anyị na-anụ okwu a from home. Gechanụ ntị unu ọfụma. Oge Usman Dan Fodio bịa, our forefathers ekwero. Nwa ya nwoke bụ Saduana of Sokoto. Matafawa Belewa, they came, they started. Our forefathers refused. Buhari ebido nke. We still resisted him. We luo kita. Ọkwa maka unu nwa. Those of you nọ na homeland na-achụ ego. Ị ga-achụgide ego. Abịa wele ego ga-anwa gbuo gị, gbuo nwunye gị. In fact, ifefa mụtazi kịta bụ onwe video dị here. I don't know whether I should play it. A man, ọkwa onye Hausa, ọ na-ekwu na onwe nwaanyị fa kidnap bụ these Fulani people. Ndị a mara maka life because all their lives they live in the bush. Fa wee jide this group of people. One woman nọ n'ime fa wee dị ime mụọ ụmụ ejima. Fa welu ụmụ nwaanyị a feed eto nkịta fa because fa na-eje fa na-akpụ nkịta. Fa dị 20, fa nwe 20 dogs. Ọ ife a ka unu chọ. Unu prefer ije China na-ebu 100 containers. Unu ga-abụ enwe. Enwe nọ n'enu mana ọdụ ya kpụsara naanị. You think you are hidden. Ma ọ na izogo ezo. Ị na-eje China, ị na-ebu container, ibute kedu ebe ị ga-eje lụ the house. ma ị na-agba moto ịpụta n'ụzọ somebody esi n'ime ọfịa wakpo gị bulu gị na nwunye gị baa ime ọfịa nọdụ n'iru gị wee na-edina nwunye gị o dinasịa ya ọsị gị weta ego ị na-akwụfe ụgwọ. Every money unu na-enye these kidnappers bụ more money faji ego ngwa agha wee na-egbu unu kama ị ga-ewele ego anwa bịa nye your gọọmenti. Sọsọ unu nwa bụ ndị fụrụ na ọnwụ na-abịa igbufa unu kwụrụ ebe unu kwụ ka osisi. Ndị be anyị kunienu na ife a adịgo too much. Ofu onye n'ime unu karịrị iweta ego anyị ga-eji wee nweta this Biafra. Ofu onye, maka na unu jisi ego. One man nọ na-ekwu si na ndị Igbo na the whole Africa no Igbo bụ the richest, and I agree with him. Afọ m ya na platform Barrister Lawyer Ejimako ebe the man nọ wee na-ekwu data okwu na unu dị brilliant, unu bụ doctor, unu bụ lawyer, unu bụ engineer, unu bụ nke a bụrụ nke ọzọ. So brain unu ejiri amata ife bụ that you have to be brave, you have to work hard. Ka ndị Fulani si na unu kpọlfe ewu mana unu nwa bụ grass fana ata unu, and it is happening. Ọ na-eme eme a na-adọ unu ka na-adọ elili efi etinye elili. Come and support your freedom. Come and support your freedom. Ọzọta Biafra kita or this few number of us now abroad or sọsọ anyị ga-ebi na Biafra. It is for all of you. Onwe nke asị nọ milonia ewelu m nọmba m nye si nye the man ọkpọm kwubekwucha millionaire or multi-millionaire or whatever. Osi oke kedu akaụntụ kedu ebe ya ga-akwụnye enye m ihe nọmba ma ife ọsị m na ya ga-akwụnye 30,000 eje msi ya osi m jidegodu nke a mụ jidegodu that word. Oh, the thing kick Mighty Dot off because I'm seeing two of Mighty Dot. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. I'm seeing two of your this thing. Your so ife nwoke anwa si m nọ ife ya ga-akwụ 30,000 eje eluro 20 British pounds more 40 US dollars. Ọkwa ndị a na-egbu egbu mgbe jụọ ya m si ya kedu ebe ị na-azụ afịa na ya nwegasị shop mana Aba mana Ọnịcha mana ya bezi na Lagos. M si ya ifuge na ebe ahụ ị nọ na ịdị sefada na ndị nọ n'ụlọ. Ọsị m jidegodu anyị jidegodu nka. Can you imagine? Anụrọzi m onu ya. O etu a unu dobele ụkwụ ka nama ga-eji wee lụọ ụmụahịa. My people, rise up, oh. Rise up, Biafrans. Rise up. Ekwugo m enough. But onwe ife m ga-achọ ka unu gee. Let me see. Okay, look at that video m na-agwa unu. Look at it. This guy, ọkwa onye Igbo. Inafia anya here, you see his name. Ọ sị na afia bụ Eric Nnamdi anya mene. If I am elected, I will end Biafra. Una fuge. Oh, then they are. These are the kind of people we have. Or see that Biafra died with Ojukwu. Have you people seen it? If I am elected, I will end Biafra. On the na azọ isi onwe anyị n'aka ndị Fulani. Just imagine that. A young man like this, Onweruche, Onuku Aturu.
Yeah, Minister Betty Ford, these are the kind of things that, when people like us see sometimes, it really gives us a very bad omen. But you will not see a Yoruba man coming out to say he wants to end the Odudu war.
Mba.
You will not see a Fulani man coming out to say he wants to end the Arewa.
Arewa, no.
But it is only some of our people that will be coming out. They want to. How can you end something that you don't know how it started?
Oh.
It's just like a Yoruba man coming out now to say he will end Odudu war. It doesn't make any sense. That means you want to end your identity. You want to end your ethnicity. You want to end yourself. That is what he means. That he wants to end himself.
Yes.
These are the type of efulefu. Some of them, maybe when Biafra comes, there's so many DNA that that needs to be done, because you cannot just come out. A sensible person cannot just come out and say you end. How do you want to end Biafra? You can't end Biafra, because Biafra is an identity.
But for him to even have the guts, the effrontery to say it is is my own thing I'm looking at, because we let people like him to have the guts to build all these guts. Can you, just like you said, Tutor? Tortiville. Let a Yoruba guy, a young man in Yoruba, come out and say that he will end the wife if elected. And let's see what happened to him the next day.
Oh.
Because we let them. Okay, since he has said this thing, has any Biafran youth to rise up to go
No,
after this
challenge
guy?
him. No.
Has Biafran youth from his village go to his place and burn his house down? Because if we don't get too radical, if we don't get brutal, this is how these people, every dick and Harry will come out and shit on our head, piss on our head, and get away with it.
Yes.
These people will be in Biafra land, in the land where over 5 million people sacrificed their life. And they will be there and they will be mocking these people, mocking the soul that died for Biafra. In Biafra land, not in Abuja, not in Biafra land. And he is walking, gallivanting freely. So what makes you think that some other person will not come out and say that again tomorrow? Because they always come out, any little sabo will come out and do sabotage the freedom of Biafra and get away with it. Anybody will come and piss on Biafra. Anybody will come and shit on Biafra and get away with it. Why wouldn't they be doing it? Why wouldn't they have the guts to be doing it? Because they've always getting away with it.
Yes.
If
That
this
one
youth,
called
if
Benjamin Kano, that
my
is the
goodness,
house in the House of Rep. He's
if
full of that
Biafran
kind
youth,
of rubbish.
if Biafran youth back home, if they will sit up and get their useless self up and actually do the needful, all this nonsense will not. This freedom is for them. And look at what somebody, Biafra died 6 years ago. Because, okay, there's a guy from Yoruba land, I think, whether it's on your state or whatever, that is trying to contest for governorship. This guy said that if he's voted in as a governor, that he's going to institute Sharia law in that state, in Yoruba land. That he's going to sign Sharia law into place in Yoruba land. And these people, all these people that are helping Fulani Islamic jihad, the jihad to continue to spread, to grow tentacles, and people from our place are even helping them to make it easier, so that we'll be conquered, so that our identity will be stripped out of us. This idiot wants Fulani to recognize him, so that he will go down to the north, go to Sokoto or wherever now. In fact, he doesn't even need to go to Sokoto. Maybe they are whatever that control Sokoto. Maybe he's still with Uzodinma in Owerri.
Yes.
So that one will be closer to him. He will just go to Owerri and pull down his pants or whatever for them in there, Owerri. So that's what they're looking for. When once it's been noticed, he will be called. You are ready to do our will. They will bless him. and he will disgrace himself to them. And then
Yes.
he'll come and tell his people. Because we let these people until we start taking down every politician in our land, until we start taking down every police apparatus, military apparatus, any Nigerian thing in our land, we start taking them down every single day. We will never be free. They will continue to kill us, will continue to whine, and then we continue to blame a white man that lives thousands of miles away. Because this white man can make no British soldier will come to our Biafran land right now to fight us. No European soldier will come to our land right now to fight us. They are using Fulani, they are using ourselves to fight us. They are using the politicians, they are using every greedy idiot that is seeking for ambition to fight us. They're using, in fact, we are surrounded by enemy.
Yes.
And we every day we keep quiet. Different youths are walking around looking for another man's country to run to. When your land is about to be taken over. If we do not wake up from this stupidity, we will learn the hard way. Thank you.
They were my
Yeah,
brother.
Mighty Dot, there is something you said, you understand, and I want to, portray on that point a little bit in my own capacity. You said our people always come out to blame the white man. But the question I want to ask, are they the only people that was colonized? Some of these white men that you are living in their country, they were also colonized.
America, was it not Britain that colonized
America
them?
was colonized, but they fought for their freedom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They did not sit down and start blaming UK.
No.
The way some of us are blaming UK. No, they stood up, they fought.
Yeah, they fought.
Poland fought for their freedom.
Yes.
Many of these countries, Israel, but they fought. But I don't know, maybe there's something they use in programming our people who always like throwing blames, but we don't know how to solve the problem behind those blames. So we should stop that mentality of blaming a white man. We are not the only people that was colonized. Slavery did not start from Africa. Go and do your research. Slavery started from Europe.
Yes.
They brought to Africa for slavery was the enslaved people. To use them.
Are you there? The internet is playing up.
Sorry. I was muted. Sorry, I was muted. Am I coming up now?
Yes.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, our people should go and do their research. Slavery did not start from Africa. The Europeans, they started enslaving themselves. Those paupers. The reason why a revolution happened in Britain, that one of the king was killed. That was part. They were enslaving their people. Their people rose against their monarchies. They fought their monarchy. King something the first was killed. I've forgotten his name, but I will remember. The dissidents, as they will call them, the paupers, as they will call them, they stood up. And when that king was killed in Britain, they said they want to know maybe if his own blood is different from their own blood. They beheaded him to stop their own slavery. When slavery ended in Europe, when their people fought against it, they now came to Africa to continue it. So you sitting down there to complain as if, no, most of these European countries that you see, they were also enslaved.
Is it not Oliver Cromwell, right, that beheaded the king head?
Yeah, Oliver Cromwell was the person that beheaded, exactly. But I want to remember the name of the king. It was Oliver Cromwell that led that revolution against the British monarchy. He led the revolution because the monarchy system, that is why they now started removing monarchy in Europe. So we are not the first people being enslaved. When their people fought against it, they now came to Africa. And it is our duty to fight against it, the way the American people fought against it. It is our duty to fight against it, because without we fighting against it aggressively, not even some people are coming to tell you non-violent. You must fight. The whole people that fought slavery, they fought it aggressively. Even the American state today that so many of us are admiring today, they fought against it. They died for it for 8 years. Then when they tell you to come out and fight for your freedom, you say, I don't want to die. But you want to go to America to enjoy the benefit of the people that pay the price for their country to be better for you to come. So you cannot build your own country when they tell you to come out, just like what Minister Betty said here. One of this Odogu is sending 30,000. And there's one now, there's a trending video now, is that the one man in Mandalas in Lagos. It's like maybe his commercial property he bought in Mandalas. Maybe the Lagos state government want to snatch it from him. It's like they are demolishing him or something. He's not crying out to Biafrans. But if they tell him now to bring money to support Biafra, he will say no. But today now, those things that he has done, because I watched the interview he made. He's not crying that everything that he has suffered for, all the loan he took from Zenith Bank, from this bank, to make sure that he acquired those property, he's paying back the loan, blah blah blah. Now everything has crumbled overnight. For every one of you to know that your investment is not even safe wherever you are. The only place your investment can be safe, it is when you bring those investments back to Biafra land, where we can be able to protect it for you.
Yes.
You cannot put such structure in Lagos State and you are calling us to come up. No. Bring those things back and support your local development, your local production. Support what your people are doing. That is the reason why we have every one of you. The reason why we have every one of you claiming Odogu today is for a time like this, where you will come out the way the Israelites they did. The billionaires in Americas, the Israeli Americans, they contributed money. They even went into partnership with the American defense for equipment, buying jet fighters, for their people back home to fight. People were working in Israel and sending back money, bringing money to buy equipment to fight. But some of you now, you will say, if I get you well known, then Nigeria will go. You bring the money. If I get you well known, then Nigeria will go. Bring the money. People like you have done it in the past. And their names were written on a platter of gold. They are being respected today as the people that fought for the freedom of their people and the freedom of humanity. We have the IOU where you can be able to give us IOU if you don't want to dash us the money. You can reach out to the Biafran Republic government in exile prime minister. Whatever amount you want to give to us, bring the money. That is what we are talking about. So we can be able to protect those your investments. Because without you building a home that is secured, there is no how your properties can be secured. Yeah, King Charles I was beheaded. Thank you very much by Oliver Cromwell. Thank you very much, Minister Oliver Cromwell. Yes, King Charles I was beheaded by Oliver Cromwell. They revolt against them, against the monarch that was enslaving them. You people are not the first people. You people should stop crying foul and wake up. Anytime they talk about slavery, the Africans will be putting it on the head as if, because they are ignorant, they don't read, they don't study. You people were not the first people to be enslaved, for Christ's sake. They have also been enslaved. These people have also been enslaved by their monarchs.
It's correct.
Because you like a victim, we like to play victim game. We like sympathy. We think we think sympathy is fun. We like it. We like to be the same thing in the Buddha. This is called African American. Every day they're whining and whining. Slavery that happens how many years? How many centuries? They are still whining every day. How they are being marginalized. We live in America today, where everybody, Asians are coming, Africans are coming, everybody is coming to make life, to create a future for themselves here. But today, come on here. Every day they are here whining and crying. They have that being said. Every day they are looking for who is being racist towards them. Racism exists. Black people are being racist towards their fellow black people. So even the African Americans are being racist towards the Africans that come here. Africans are being racist towards the African Americans. We are being racist towards each other. We are killing each other. every day shooting each other on the street of America, black on black crime. But every day we are crying slavery, we are crying racism, we are crying a white man do this. Victim, 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 victim. That the thing annoys the hell out of me in this country.
Yes.
I said I'm
Yes.
done being in this negative energy, in this bandwagon energy, in this slavery mentality. Oh, you because what you are doing is that you are giving power to somebody that you shouldn't be giving power to over your life. When you continue to cry and complain, oh, they did this, oh, slavery, oh, this and that. And I'm like, it's like you're giving your power and authority over to somebody. Why are you be trying to look for somebody to be a victim to? Why will you want to be a victim? Why will you want to be seeking sympathy? It's very pathetic. They are whining and the world is moving on. Now everywhere is booming in the economy in America. AI, a lot of investment. People are buying stock, investing their money in stock. People are
Yes.
investing their money in crypto. With the new
Yes.
money that is coming, the new financial system, a lot of people are buying cryptocurrency right now, investing, planning for the future. But some of these people, they will be there using their money to go and they'll be traveling to different countries, doing cruises, doing a cruise. Every month they are going on cruise. They are going to all these shopping mall, buying expensive shoe, buying a designer clothes in America here, so that they can show up. But those who are smart, white folks are busy investing their money in the future, in what matters. Tomorrow now you see them, they'll start crying. When these people are reaping from their investments, they will be here crying, oh, they don't allow us to succeed in this country. They don't allow us to do anything. They don't allow us to progress. Racism, racism. That is what black people have turned into. Whining and whining and whining, crying and crying and crying. It's not just in Biafra land. It's happening here. What is wrong with us? That man you're talking about right now, he may have been one of the people that have been laughing at us. Nde Biafra, Nde Biafra. Our people can never learn. They slaughtered us in the north, in pogrom, before the genocide that took place in 1970. Our people are run back to the north, and they went there and relaxed. Every Biafra, because of what happened, because of the history that we had in the north, by rights, if Biafrans are smart, any Biafra man that moved his family or that moved to the north to the globe supposed to have at least nothing less than 2 guns, 2 ammunition in his home to protect his family. Based on the history we have had in the north, if any Biafran that lives in the north supposed to have gun, supposed to have at least 1 or 2 to protect his family. Any man, any Biafran that cares for his family, but they are just relaxing, chilling because we don't learn. This man, billions of dollars worth of investment was destroyed in Lekki. How many years ago? Not too long ago. Owned by Igbo man, by their funders. They destroyed this man, landmark, his investment.
Yes.
That man that is crying right now, Mazi Totti was talking about, that said that
Yes.
they were about to. He was there, he's been there, he was alive, or he is alive. He saw what happened to landmark. And all of them kept quiet.
They
All of
warned
them,
him. They warned
they,
him.
I said, it happened to landmark. Our people never learn. Ojuku, our eternal leader, when he was here, he went and mocked them when they invited him to come and launch their Aspanda market or whatever trade fair. These people can never learn. They are destroying their home, burning their businesses, doing everything in that Lagos. They never learn. Tomorrow now, what is just happened to this very one that is crying right now? Tomorrow, you see another person. Another person will go do some major billions of naira investment in Lagos. After seeing this, they will never learn. I don't know what kind of stupidity that has befallen the Igbo man.
Yes,
I don't know what kind of stupidity.
our people are always in a hurry. Ayade winded. Ayade winded. That's why they don't listen. I know that business you people are talking about. Very tall building that this guy built. He was warned, but he didn't want to listen. I don't know. Our people, hell, you know what? I have an idea why some of these things are happening. Sorry to cut you short, my brother. It's not intentional. It's just to add to what you are saying. Ịma na ndị ọcha bụ ndị na-amị mmanụ ya fa bụ advisor ndị Fulani fa bụ ụzọ wepụsịa every embassy, wepụ all the industries, Nkalago industry, the rice mill, the glass mill, the Umuahia brewery, wepụ everything that will give our people job. Because when you don't have money, you can't talk. Finally removed the airport. The last time I took my son to my hometown, we paid from London to Enugu airport. We went through Ethiopia. We stopped at Enugu. If you see the kind of aeroplane Faji Webula from Ethiopia, Egu to Katamuna Wam like this, plane na eme mkpotu. That year bụ the year Nigeria government bịara Enugu wee mechie Enugu as international airport. They took everything from us. On a seaport, they shut it down. So they crippled us, and our politicians were just looking like this. They couldn't talk. They couldn't question. So they took everything from us so that they will be picking us one after the other. That's why now the chiefs, fast full money like this, they will be shaking like jelly. They are selling our land to Fulanis. Each one Fulani osegi na your chief elesigi the land. Each all from an Igbo, you have to go to either Kaduna, Kano, or you go to Ibadan, Lagos. These are the only people that have federal existence in their land. They stripped Biafra land. They stripped it like you will see somebody and strip them naked. This is what they did to us. And that was what Babawo also supported them to do to us during the war. So they are using hunger now by economic jihad, taking their cattle to the farm. So farm oma wene mendiba anifa. I feel pity for them, but onye Igbo ne give up. Oburonye ne give up. They took everything from our land. Even when Amechi, the Minister of Works, na low railway, or boycott or Biafra land. Anything that they are doing in the whole country, they will boycott Biafra. So they are using our stubbornness against us. But Oduduwa, Nazo, for Oduduwa nation to come, but nobody is using it against the Yorubas. Because no, if ndị ọcha gwalfa, only one Mr. Smith. One Mr. Smith video, yeah, one day I will bring it. He said that he was governor in 1945 or minister of whatever in Lagos. That he was told to rig election for the Fulanis and that he must use the Yorubas. So Yoruba bondi caretaker, assistant caretaker, Tondi Fulani, Fondi Ndimbina Befa. You see the thing happening. So if I have a systematic drawback on us, no federal influence in our area, no railway, no international airport, no seaport, no embassy. All the embassies used to be at Enugu. If you live in Biafra, Akwa Ibom, you have to travel all the way to Kaduna or Lagos to get your visa to any country at all. So they systematically they crippled us. That's why onye nwere uche ga-eji bịa sonye Brgie solu Mazi Oge Nkere. Mazi Oge Nkere is systematically bringing everything back. And my people, are that easy? Or did easy? Or did on easy? Check here since 18 or something that Usman Dafodio came. That evil that he brought is still growing till today. So for you to reverse all these things, it will take time. Yes. And the textile, exactly, in a chain. I know. Everything in a Biafra land. Ndi obodo a melu for advice. Fawelu nwayo. Eunice is talking to us. Nwayo. They removed everything. We strip one naked. So it is working for them now. That is the same way they chose not to kill Onyendu, but to keep him alive, to use him in addition to everything they have done to us, to use him against us now. Onye nwere uche ya nụrụ, Adam asụzi oyibo kita, Adam achọ viewers. Ife m chọbụ onye ga-anụ ghọta ife anyị na-eme. Anyị akpọrọ Onyendu asị, anyị akpọrọ Maazị Simon asị. Ọ etu ọ ga-abụ fame appeal ka a ghara isi na ọfa na-agwa ya ife anyị na-eme. That is why anyị adekwe na ọfa nwa ga-agwa anyị ife anyị ga-eme. And secondly, fa chọrọ ikputu Brgie now. Onye gekwa na ndị na-asị na Maazị isi unu dissolve Brgie. Asị that Maazị bụ Sokoto Caliphate. That's why they took him to Sokoto. Unu mana the rule na UN charter, but that nebulu an international or political figure ewetu oginga na ga-edobe gị na prison dị na your own land. Go and check it out. Yes, all iwu dị na UN, and UN bụ an international body for any country, but Nigeria will not obey that. Sokoto also to Biafra land. Every time Nigeria government, they overrule, they breach the rule of law nationally and internationally. That is the, let me remember the name that it is called. Fatosiliti Onyendu na prison Dinimo State.
Impunity. It's called impunity.
Yes. These Nigerians, for they follow rules. They don't follow rules. They don't. Oge facholo ijide Maazị Simon. Ifugo kafasi weme yonya bu this thing in afu here. Ebe our information minister na kowa about this letter from the office of Bruce Fade. Because when I like he use ndi ocha. Secondly, like if Mike Ano do name now, Obalga na platform nke Obalga eba, they used this Kanu Takano na Bruce Fane, nwunye Onyendu na Asari Dokubo na nke bi na South Africa. Wee kpokọta ndị DOS faje de letter nye na Europe. Then Europe mandate Finland fa wee jide our prime minister. Now, the same thing is about to happen. Or only my unu kweta. Only if you people allow it. Yes. Obulu nunu kweta na Brgie gada oda. Mune kwetero onwenebe Brgie neje. We are going nowhere. Also, Onyendu 1 million times. We are not going to take it. Nigeria government is a taboo. We will not allow Nigeria to happen to us a second time. Maka no, onwela anu jụrụ ụmụ ya sị ugboro one ka ife ga-eme gị iwe mụta ife nke izizi si nọ o meghe the first time meghe second time third time ya mụta ife the second child si o mee m the first time the second time ya mụta ife the last one wee si na ya mekwedi ka o meghe ncha ncha. And we are that last answer. We will not allow this to happen to us again. Fair use to go Yakubu go on. Kita, they want to use Onyendu. Where jide is impossible. We are not going anywhere. Onyendu, I dey sorry. Ịpụta anya kọwalụ gị. Anya me we anything asị na ikwuru. Ọ bụrụgodu na fasi na isi anyị kwụrụ ọtọ, anyị ama akwụ. Ọ bụrụ na fasi na isi anyị febe aka, anyị ama efekwa. The easiest thing, no matter if it's as no Onyendu kwuru, say no si Brgie me, we will not do it. We will not even listen. So Biafrans, onya sizikwana unu hetiri Onyendu, una dem mba. We will not allow this to happen to us again. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Facho ka agada. Aini na na uno jenu onya baga. We are not anyachoro anybody. Ibi eba na-eme anyị ka obi anyị dịka nwaanyị di esi ije wee nata ọfụ mba. You cannot. Ịkwọla anyị n'azụ na-edina nna anyị. Anyị amemie. It will not happen to us again. Also kwada bụ na Brgie na ifọdụrụ 10 people. Chineke so anyị na-anụ ọgụ a. Because all this go home from South Africa, from Ghana, from Eba to Eba. Very soon, kita Europe are singing Ngwagina. Because na immigration law ndi oboda. Section 4. Section 4. No oboda. Fageji we napugi your citizenship. Cho ofu ife bodogi. Then, you know that they are sending us home. God is asking you to go home and develop your home. So, my people, enough. I have to end it here. Onya jizikwa na Onyendu wee bịa na etija ndị Brgie. Anya chọrọ ma Onyendu o ma Maazị Simon fapụta anyị na fekwubie. We don't hate them, we love them. We love them, and only God knows where we keep them in our heart. But you see, this issue of Onyendu say this, Onyendu say that is not going to affect Brgie at all. Never. We will not even talk with you, let alone listening. So, my brother, just give them your final word and let's call it a day. We are now 3 hours here, going to the 4th hour. All the my youths, thank you. Agabne mix here. I wish Noni Urobo Misoko, they will all be coming here to speak their language. Today, the internet equero rage and fury to talk, and they kept kicking him out. I want them, everybody, onye obuna ma language, nyabia na platform to speak to our people. Makarandi ba ya otaro. Fulani na their allies, fa dia rinne. Fa na awo too much. Ifa kababa wojiwe jidani. After the war, they continued. Welu 20 pounds. Unuma unaide. Ai diri ni ton na mmo. Nwaanyị nabo mụrụ anyị. Nne m mụrụ sa. The other woman mụọ isi. Nna m wee bịa kebe ego a. Na-eke anyị niile. Ego anyị bụ si na Biafra wee nata. Ọ na-ekefa na-eke anyị niile. Ịbịa kwụrụ na line. No matter if he butere. Enye gị 20 pounds. And many families did it like that. Papa m na-agwa onye ọbụla. Makara papa m na-alụ ọlụ oyibo. Ọ na-agwa onye ọbụla na village. Onye jezikwana bulu ego niile je bunye. Nya tinye, nya kpolu ụmụ ya. Ka efa ego anwa. Etu a ka ndị be anyị si wee nweta ego. after the war. They are still fighting us using Onyendu now. Thank you, my sister. Yes, before I had them very emotional. Very, very emotional. Yes. Onwero, ndị afa dị aghụghọ too much. Fa na-eyuzuzi Onyendu, and that's why na fa egburu ya. Fa prefer na iji wee nuso anyị ọgụ. And I thank God that God has given me the strength. Every morning, na-ekpelu Biafra ekpele. Ọ dị ka Chukwu na-enye more strength. Because every day I make ekpele ka Biafra bịa. Maka no Biafra bụ the light. Biafra bịara na tata. Ifu na ndị Oduduwa ga-amakapụta. Ndị Middle Belt amakapụta. Onye ọbụla pụọ n'aka Nigeria. Nigeria adịrọ meant for our people. It is meant for foreigners. And Fulani nọ na Nigeria nwa bụ foreigners. Tinubu bụ onye Gambia. Ndị Yoruba mere adopt. Ka m gosi unu ife Bode George kwuru about Tinubu. Let me look for it. Ka unu wee malụ. Bode George bụ onye Yoruba. Ọ jụrụ ya bụ ajụjụ si kedu ebe Tinubu jere akwụkwọ. Ya gosifa na ya chọrọ ime ebe Tinubu jere akwụkwọ. As a child, na o tosiri inwe classmates. Onye anwa ọ bụrụ onye Nigeria. Tinubu bụ onye Gambia. O wee bịa that family ọ na-ebulu drug wee adopt Tinubu. Tinubu ọ bụrụ onye Nigeria. So onye ọbụla nọ na Nigeria na-eli isi afa na-eli bụ ndị bịara abịa. So it does not concern them at all. Let me look for that video where Bode George was asking Useni, ya gwa ya school, na ya jụrụ si Tinubu kedu school ijere akwụkwọ as a child, and Tinubu cannot tell. So my people, we cannot continue to tolerate all this Onyendu say this, Onyendu say that, because we are not going anywhere with that. I can't find it. I cannot find it. I wish that no, I cannot see it. But I saw it this morning. I thought I saved it. Where Bode George was asking them, where did Tinubu go to school? Where did he go to school? So, Nigeria is meant for foreigners. Okay. I cannot find it. Yes. What's wrong? Well, Biafrans, you heard the voice of our Information and Communication Minister. He was talking there about this letter that they wrote to Europe, but it's refreshing, and we just have to go. My minister thought it. If you are still around, just say bye bye to our people so that we will call it a day.
Yeah, thank you very much, Minister Betty, for having me in your program today. And I also want to appreciate your listeners. And I also want to appreciate the Biafra Republic government in Netherlands, his our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Oge. And I believe that we have been able to, pass a message across to the people, most especially those back home, because our people back home, they need to rise up at this point in time, so we can be able to do this thing together, achieve Biafra time. So I really appreciate being on the program today. Thank you very much, Mr. Better.
Thank you. Biafrans, I love you all. And by the special grace of God, we are getting Biafra. Onwere ife na-adị easy. Nothing is easy. Even when you are eating, if you are not careful, you might get choked. Even when you're drinking water, it looks simple and easy, but water can drown somebody. So getting your freedom from a country like Nigeria, don't expect that it will come easy. We will keep working hard until Biafra comes. Peace, progress, unity, and equity all must continue to hail Biafra. Thank you, my people. Just share. Thank you, darling sister Eunice. God bless you. God bless you. My regards to your family. Nwanne m nwanyị love. Ndewo, thank you so much for your participation today. I love you all. Senator Ndewo, all of you, I love you all. This much, all must continue to hail Biafra. Bye-bye from here. And may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to bless all of us. We will celebrate one day. Okay, I will join later. Thank you.